I cannot thank you guys enough. These guys cannot thank you guys enough. This
Dude,
is
it's surreal.
Surreal. It's been a crazy, fun last 48 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, yesterday, I'm gonna be honest with you. I sat down. I was editing all day yesterday, and I sat down to put the Nate Moore video out. When I sat down to put the Nate Moore video out, I was like, that'll bring in like five new subscribers. Mm-hmm. And then as I'm looking at, I'm keep refreshing the YouTube studio, and I'm like, this just jumped 20. We just jumped 30, and I'm like, are we about to hit 1,000 today? And so, bro, it was really cool to see. And again, that is thanks to you guys. We really appreciate it. I mean, I was like, damn, they really do fuck with us.
And dude, the Twitter love, man, it's been unreal.
It's been so unreal.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool to just see a community that like this, and that's the thing, man. I think it was Cornelius talking about the next 10,000 subscribers and whatever, right? But I need y'all to understand something. To us, this isn't just we've been doing this for almost a year. We're like a month and a half shy of a year, and like, you don't think we didn't notice the first time a J.O. Wolf or the first time a Raymond 2000 comment, the first, London's Calling, the first time we saw that. If you think we won't remember things like that, like, that's the biggest deal to us, because we're sitting here like, oh my god, people fuck with what we're doing? Like, to that extent?
Yeah.
And to get to this moment is just it's kind of shocking, man. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a lot to take in. I know, there's YouTubers out there with millions and all that stuff, and like...
Hey, you know what? It means the most to me. Fuck your millions right now.
No, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. To us, it is, I'm above the moon.
Yeah. I'll take it.
It feels a lot better, like, not just having 1,000, but the fact that we can identify with so many people of this 1,000. I just hope that we keep growing, and because, like, I consider these people like friends that I can get on the internet with and talk to stuff that I don't have other friends in real life to talk to this shit about. Because none of my friends want to talk to me about this shit. So coming over here and just looking in the chat and seeing like almost every time now we have at least the same people always in the chat. So I at least want to shout out them. They know who they are and everything. But just the people who are always regulars here and always share our stuff. And it just means a lot. I mean, I see a lot of them already here and everything. And I appreciate it more than everything, and I'm waiting to grow. I can't wait to keep growing and get bigger and keep doing and seeing seeing what more stuff we can do. We got Black Panther, which is what we've been waiting for. We got that in less than like 10 days, and so it's just crazy to see like everything we've been waiting for come to fruition and everything. So it's like, it's crazy because we're moving fast.
As much as you guys are giving credit to the viewers, as you guys should, I want to give credit to you guys. Like I was saying before we jumped on, I know I'm kind of hopping on like the tail end of this, but for someone who's been on the outside and officially coming in, like, it's so cool to see how you guys started to where you guys are now, and the fact that, you're just inviting so many people to come in and just talk about things that they love. It's great. And congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to the viewers. Thanks for letting me be a part of this.
Of course.
I'm so excited.
We appreciate you being here. I see Major in the stream. Major's back. These are all names, guys. When we see these names, we recognize you guys. We know these names. But we do have a lot to get into today. This is the 1,000 stream, so we're going to have fun throughout this stream while we are... talking over some of these topics with you guys. But before we even get into any of the topics, as I always say, we do have a Discord page that is now gone. I deleted that, excuse me. I'm sorry. As you see, we're still learning. But we do have a Discord page if you would like to join the Discord is down below in the link, or the bio is the link is down below in our bio. You can click that link down there, and you can interact with us throughout the week and interact with each other throughout the week. And if there's a topic that you guys see that you feel that we need to be discussing on this show, or there's something that you feel we need to see to discuss, you can send that to us, and we will definitely get into that here on the show. Trey, do you want to take over on where they can go for Streamlabs and everything?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, you can always support us in multiple ways. Y'all have always been supporting us, but, as always, like, share, subscribe. We do have a Streamlabs you can go to if you would like to donate to us. We greatly appreciate it. However, this is a day to celebrate you guys, so we're not going to sit here and harp on any of this too much. Yeah. I will say, if you're not in the Discord, the Discord is a way that, again, like he said, you can talk, you can chat, you can interact with each other and us in real time, but also it's another thing where, we like to do stuff with you guys. We like to, like do the giveaways with the Marvel Encyclopedia, stuff like that. Can I spoil the surprise about the Discord?
I don't even know what it is, so sure.
The interactions?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so, that's the thing. Like today, one thing we want to do is people in our Discord, we might bring them in to chat, say a couple words to us, ask us some questions real quick. That'd be you guys actively coming on the show and talking to us. If you're not in the fucking Discord...
Get in the fucking Discord!
You're going to miss out. And I don't want any of you guys to miss out, because you guys are awesome and you've gotten us here.
Yeah.
So this is a big celebration day to us. We've got, multiple topics to go over, fun events and games to do. We're just trying to make this... we do have our topics. It'll be a regular show, but we want to make it a little more fun for everyone involved and, just kind of celebrate it.
For sure. Before we jump into the topics again, one of the things we are going to do today with you guys is Marvel Encyclopedia. So we will have these three representing three of you in the chat as we go through this game. Prizes today that you can win. One is a Marvel Legends, and it is White Wolf. Gosh, I
forgot his lines.
I'm blanking today. Anyway, this is one of the ones that you can win here today. Also, we have the comic accurate T'Challa that you can also win, and we have a Dr. Fate here that you can also win from Black Adam, and we have a Funko Namor and a Funko T'Challa. So we have quite a few things to do with you guys today with the giveaways and have some fun and all that good stuff.
And hey, and if y'all were in the Discord, it'd be real easy to get with y'all about your prizes.
Yeah, that's true too. If you join, it'd be a lot easier to get with you guys on how to get you this stuff, the prizes and everything, addresses and all that. But, like I said, we have a lot to get into. And the first thing that we are going to talk about today is the Vision series. So a couple of days ago, it was, announced that by several outlets and scoopers that the Vision was going to be getting a series, and it's going to be Vision Quest is the name of is going to be the title of the series. But that's also, an adaptation of the comics, the runs there of Vision Quest and everything like that happened during that. So they've got that going on, and Jeff is very credible. Jeff Snyder, he was one of the ones that put this out. Jeff Snyder, as you all know, very credible scooper there. He came out and corroborated that same thing, saying that is actually going to be taking place. So CBR definitely covered it, and they covered it saying following an initial report by insider Jeff Snyder, Deadline has confirmed that a new WandaVision spinoff focusing on Vision is indeed being developed with a writer's room expected to open next week. According to Deadline, Marvel Studios' Vision Quest will be about the Vision, Paul Bettany trying to regain his memory and humanity. Additionally, there is a possibility that Elizabeth Olsen's Wanda Maximoff / Scarlet Witch will make an appearance in the series, following her apparent but unlikely death in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. Now, as we all know, she's not dead in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness.
Right.
That was never...
She's just taking a nap.
Yeah, that was never a thing.
No.
But this is exciting for me personally, because I personally do like the Vision. I like Vision a lot. But my only thing about this is they're saying this is going to be a series. Is there enough to go off of for this to be a series, is what I'm saying with the Vision.
That's what I was literally about to say.
Like Vision Quest, the comic runs, they're great. And they're, if they want to adapt all of that entire run, then possibly you could do a series. But I feel like you do that. I feel like you condense that. You take everything you like from those runs, condense that into like an hour special. Like I thought we were moving away from these damn series.
I was just about to say that too. Like, are we sticking to the series? Are we going more to specials? Because when I was looking into it last night, I think going off what Darius said, it would be smarter to just nitpick from each one and just doing a whole specials about it. Because I just don't think it would be enough to be an actual.
I mean, if
series.
you want my honest opinion, it's just not enough for a story itself. I feel like it's just a side story. I feel like it needs to be a side story in like whatever Wanda's next main thing is. Because I just don't see a whole series, especially not 9 episodes for sure, but if they wanted to do 6, I just don't see 6 episodes of Vision finding himself again. It's just that's all it's gonna be. It's literally gonna be him trying to find Vision again. Like, and no, I don't think anyone wants to see that. I don't think budget should be wasted on that. I just think there's a lot more important things getting into the getting into the prime part of the phase that we're getting into. There's a lot more things to focus on. I don't really think Vision is his story is not
but that also
that.
too, I would also say too that also I agree, but I would also say too I think that it depends on what they do, because if they do adapt Vision Quest, the comic runs, or Vision is also part of the West Coast Avengers. We don't even know what's going on with the Avengers. Some of the members have even been introduced without Phase 4 of the West Coast Avengers. You even got the Wonder Man series being talked about. Moon Knight at one point was a part of the West Coast Avengers. I believe She-Hulk was a part of the West Coast Avengers.
I think She-Hulk helped found.
I think she was one of the founders of West Coast Avengers. So, I mean, you have that to play on if that's something they want to do. But we know that's not what they're going to do, because you've got the whole Ship of Theseus thing at the end of WandaVision, where he was like, I am Vision, then blasted. We ain't seen the motherfucker since. So,
right.
So, I mean, but so I'm assuming that this is now taking place right after he says I'm the Vision and then goes, because I was assumed by this time, if all this time has passed and he hasn't found himself.
No, I would assume the series is going to be about him finding himself.
No, that's exactly what it would be.
Well, okay, so going in on this, I don't know. Because that is something that I've heard people say more than once. I've seen it in our chats. I've seen people on the internet. It's almost like mini memedom of where's Vision? And what the fuck happened to Vision? Like we never. One of the major characters throughout most of of the MCU dipped out, and we haven't heard anything. Right? So people are interested in what's going on with him. The difference between his series and the more recent series is with WandaVision, with Loki, and I wasn't a huge fan, but a lot of people seem to like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They were established characters. It wasn't an origin story, right? Where they've been doing these origin fucking series, right? Which
is a difference.
It is a difference.
It's not an origin.
However, I still think it goes back to what I was preaching last time, where how much time do you need to tell these stories? Because they're going to do a Vision Quest, right? And they're going to make it into this long series. The whole point is going to be him regaining himself, but then you're going to add new characters, and they're going to have a story. They're going to have a reason to be there, and then you're making this whole fucking thing that maybe people actually don't get. They only give a shit about Vision, but you're going to introduce new people we need to care about. Like, is that going to work?
Right.
And on top of that, I wouldn't get my hopes up too much about the rumors of Elizabeth Olsen coming back. I'm sure she will, but I don't think it will be Wanda post Multiverse of Madness.
Oh no,
I think it'll be a in his head version. It might not even be the physical real Wanda.
Well, I think it. That
it could be him going through his memories,
because especially if this takes place before Multiverse of Madness, it can't be Wanda because it wouldn't make sense.
Right. Well, that's why I'm saying Elizabeth Olsen can don.
Right.
She can don Wanda Maximoff.
Right.
But it would be more of it in his head. It's not really her being there while he's trying to figure out what's real, what's not real. There's a million ways they could spin this. All I'm getting at with this is there is enough interest in this. He is a liked enough character. It's just, again, do you need 10 fucking episodes to tell me this, what you're trying to tell me?
I hope not. I think, again, it needs to be an hour special. Yeah. That's just me.
Well, that's what I agree.
And then my next question is, too, is like, I like I've always said before, I think Marvel does things for a reason, and they have specific order. Like, where would this lie? Where would you just input this in the timeline that you already presented us? How would it benefit the timeline? So
how does this further the mythology of the
I'm
MCU?
Excited because I love the actor,
shit Thor: Love and Thunder didn't
and I
do.
love Vision, and I love how it started and where we are. And I am curious of like what happened, because he really did low key like, was like, hey, I'm Vision, and then left.
Right. So, I mean, like I said, John Byrne's runs, they deal with the dismantling of Vision. They deal with betrayal, twisted truths. I mean, we've already seen Vision dismantled. Sword did that in WandaVision. We saw that within the post-credit scene, and even when she went to Sword, that whole scene.
But doesn't that... I feel like that should just make adding his storyline to just a little side story to Armor Wars much easier.
That too.
Like, they dismantled Vision.
Isn't Rhodey a part of the West Coast Avengers as well?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, honestly... But one other thing we still got out there is they could, I'm not saying they are, but they could tie this in some way with the Children's Crusade. Yep. We still got Billy and Tommy out there that...
Oh, I didn't...
And the actors, whoever acted, they give a lot of comments on the MCU
they do.
Too and stuff, and how they're supposed to be making, and they give comments about Paul Bettany and stuff.
I wonder if they're going to make them be I hope not, the older Billy and Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
No, because you remember during Multiverse of Madness, there were so many
young.
things. Yeah, they were young, but there were so many things during Multiverse of Madness, like this. That I forget the actor's name, but he did lines for. I think he was Billy, because he was like, but he was older, and that was like it was at one point one of the scenes they wanted to implement in. You know, they cut so much, so I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, and I think it all goes into this. It all really breaks down to what are you trying to tell us with this, right? Yeah. It's the story you're trying to tell. Because again, if you're just trying to tell a Vision getting his memories back, maybe having a little diversity, you can make that into a special. Or you could even do a 2-part, right? You know, it's something you could do. And then it lead right into basically a big hype. Everyone saw what Vision was dealing with, goes into Armor Wars.
Right.
Or you can make it this fucking 10-episode series where this is what we want to tell, it fits here, but we got to build all this to round it out. And then... okay, we got our full-on fill-on Vision. I don't want my fill-on Vision with the series. I want it teased. You know what I'm saying? You get just enough. Go into Armor Wars.
Yeah, like, I definitely see Armor Wars.
Yeah, I want this to be a promotional
and giving
hype
their
for
track record from Phase 4, and this is my opinion, giving their track record from Phase 4 with their series, I don't want, and I get it, like you said, those were origins, so that's a little different, because WandaVision was great, Loki was great, everybody can agree on that. But, and then with this not being an origin, it could be, I just don't want to see a series. There's not enough story there. Because it's just, like you said, it's just going to be a self-discovery journey that...
Well, and normally you latch onto one thing. So, like with She-Hulk, we latched onto Daredevil's coming in, right? That was the big hype. With... I don't really know anything.
I mean, you know, Sacha Baron Cohen also has signed on for, I think, 3 or 4 different things as Mephisto. If this does play into a type of... they won't do all that in the Vision Quest.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm like with She-Hulk, if I knew that's all I was getting, I wouldn't have fucking watched all that. You can Spark Notes that shit. I can look up the scenes that I want to see.
I will never rewatch that.
But I'm saying you carried me along teasing the thing I wanted to see. When I finally saw it, I was like, that's fucking all you're giving me? So it just goes back to, ooh, don't hook me on Vision and then drag me through bullshit for weeks. I gotta fucking come here. You know what I'm saying? We gotta come here. We gotta sit down just for you to undersell.
That's what I mean about their series.
Right. But if you have me sit down for 1 or 2 things, specials, watch the shit, whoa, that was cool. Almost like in Werewolf by Night, make me leave with more questions than answers. How did that happen? Or how is Vision get... It leads to Armor Wars. That's how you fucking sell this shit. You hype up your next project every time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, hey, either way it goes, I do want to see Vision. Yeah. I think, I do want to see
that's my thing. Vision. I want to, but I don't want to see too much of Vision. Because, Right. So showing just like the right, that's why I feel
that's
like
why it needs to be a special.
The story, or the special, or just like the side story in a movie where he still gets a lot of screen time as a cameo.
Like Armor Wars.
He's casted in Armor Wars or some shit like that. Like those are just 2 better ways to tell his storyline.
Yep.
At least that will be more audience appealing than to giving us a 6 week, even a 6 week. I wouldn't want a month series. I wouldn't want 4 weeks. Like I wouldn't want to just sit because it's like. We've seen what they give us with that, and it's been nothing.
Yeah, I mean, the
nothing
last thing,
good.
Yeah.
It's been nothing good outside of the first 2 things they did. It's like they released the first 2 good things, and they never went back to that formula for the intro of characters, and I don't get why.
Phase 4 was just experimental.
Phase 4 was just like Phase 1 or Phase. Actually, I won't say Phase 1. I won't say Phase 1 because Phase 1 was actually a little bit more exciting than Phase 4. I will say. Phase 4 was like Phase 2.
Yeah.
Did we get Avengers in Phase 2?
Yes. No.
I think Avengers.
Yeah, I think we got Avengers 1 at the end of Phase 2.
Yeah. It ended. It ended Phase 2.
Well, yeah. At the end of Phase 2 was Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe Phase 3.
I mean, it is Phase 1, just without the most popular characters and recognizable Marvel characters that there are. That's the only difference. You know, you got to make me give a shit about characters I don't care about. I care about Iron Man. I do from the jump. I don't care about Ms. Marvel. Make me care. Fucking come on.
You're not lying.
But I'll just the last thing I will say on this is fucking. you got like look at just Infinity War and Endgame. Infinity War hyped the fuck up for Endgame. They all blipped in the end. Where is everyone? What is happening? I mean, everyone knew they were going to come back, but still, you just killed off the cast. Holy crap! I have to go see what happens. So you make a cool Vision special, 1-2 part. oh my God,
Tied
what is
into
Vision
Armor
gonna
Wars,
do?
honestly,
Yeah,
like you
what is
said.
Vision gonna do? We'll find out in Armor Wars. Versus 10 episodes where I'm like, yo, I'm kind of fucking done with it. I've seen him.
Yeah.
I've spent the last 10 hours with him. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit
that's
turned.
the,
I mean,
hype your new projects up. They know how to do it. They've done it forever.
like I said, they've had their ear to the ground, so I hope.
Or it's just
I hope
like
that.
give us Vision, give us a story in Armor Wars, or just, and then after that, give us a series like Children's Crusade. That way, we get more than just Vision. That way, we're expecting more than him, and not just we have to sit through more Vision. Like I just don't see the use of. I don't see the use of it.
Yeah, I mean, but that, hey, that Marvel's announcing it. Vision Quest, it's on its way. We don't know the details. We just know that. Those are our initial thoughts on it. That's what we would like to see. But as always, question is always for you guys. Let us know down below in the comments what you guys think. What do you want to see in a Vision series? Are you wanting to see more of Vision going on a self-discovery journey? Are you wanting to see Wanda interactions with Wanda, maybe Billy and Tommy? Are you wanting to see it tie into Armor Wars? Any of the things we said, let us know down below in the comments, like, subscribe, and then we'll move on to the next topic here.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to say this.
Oh yeah,
just
go ahead.
because-
Actually, go ahead and touch that chat. Let's see what people are saying.
Yeah, so the first thing I want to say, I've seen multiple people ask about the Discord link. If you go to our bio,
Is
at
it
the
not
bottom
in there?
of the video there, let me make sure it is there. Man, we didn't put the Discord link or the fucking Streamlabs link. All right, so we're gonna get that Discord link sent right to you guys. We're gonna go ahead and post it in the chat.
Yeah, post it in the chat. Sorry.
Huh?
Yeah, post it in the chat.
Yeah, we're gonna get that posted in the chat for you guys. While that's going on, I'm gonna go on ahead and hit some comments real quick.
Yeah.
Y'all are blowing this up, man. All right, I'm gonna start it off good. So, at first, everyone's kind of talking some shit.
Put it in the chat, Q.
I know. This is how I get it to my computer.
D. Steezel said this spinoff series makes way more sense than Agatha.
Hey,
They're coming after you, bro.
Y'all better get off my Agatha. I am excited for the Agatha series, man.
I feel like, honestly, though, I kind of agree with that. I think Agatha, I don't know, I feel like Agatha would make more sense than Vision Quest.
Oh.
I think Sacha Baron Cohen is also going to play a major role in the Agatha series. I think the Agatha series is going to shock a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure.
I really do.
I think they both make sense just fine.
No, I think they both make sense, but I think the Agatha series is going to shock a lot of people. I'm excited for it.
So Raymond came out saying this is gonna suck.
Raymond's not happy with too much of anything.
Johnny Steffen said I want to see that. Let's see here. Andre said I think the Vision series will be good as long as the writers are good.
It always comes down to
goes back
that.
to what I'm saying. What story are you trying to tell me?
But you know what? I think that we have seen, again, we're seeing a shift, a course correction here. Kevin Feige bringing DeMayo in and having DeMayo take over Blade and everything like that. And he's also doing X-Men 97, doing the writing for that.
Right.
I think it's kind of like Star Wars. When Dave's hands on it, Star Wars is good. When Feige's hands on it and involved, we're going to get what we get. It's always good.
And that goes into, the writers have fooled me before. I mean, when we were looking at Thor, Love and Thunder initially, when they were pulling direct, beautiful scenes out of the comics, I was like, oh my god, they read the comics, they know what they're doing.
It was beautiful until we sat down.
Wrong.
Until we sat down, yeah.
Until we sat the
Okay,
fuck
let's
down.
see here.
Disappointed as shit.
Sir Yuri G said, personally, I would like them to introduce Viv, his daughter, with this show. Bishop saw that his wife had gone bananas and dipped out to go chill on the moon with old Steve Rogers. Let's see here. Or Vision, not Bishop. And then Raymond, he's pretty mad about this. He said a Vision series is about as pointless as an Agatha and an Echo series.
Man.
Raymond, calm down!
Better get off of Agatha.
Breaking my heart.
Let's see here. And then Gray, it all depends on the writers. We agree with that and what story they're trying to tell. And let's see here. D says Children's Crusade is a decent storyline, even though they retconned why Wanda went nuts. It's Marvel Comics, and they've destroyed their whole universe and rebuilt them more than once. Because that's the issue when you have multiple writers pick up a story, right? Like, if I'm trying to pick up and tell a cool story involving characters X, Y, and Z, but Y doesn't make sense to be there, I'm going to retcon it.
I personally
I'm
really
not the
like
same writer.
Children's Crusade also. I think Children's Crusade is one of my
right.
It's one of my favorite
But that's
stories
just what I like
Wanda.
about Marvel Comics in general, and DC as well, is you'll have favorite runs. Oh, this guy did it better than this guy did. Or this guy's was more believable or more, my type, my style. Every hero when you're talking even DC, are we going to go back 50, 70 years and have continuity? I mean, things change, Yeah. And then, that totally blocked my way. Okay, let's see here. Pookie Wood is Agatha Lover here also.
Nothing else to be, man. I mean, Agatha is.
I'm excited for
Agatha. Catherine Hahn is what makes me excited for Agatha. She killed that shit in WandaVision, especially when she revealed who she really was.
Yeah.
She killed that.
And then Major said, somehow a romance between a robot and a flesh woman is kind of weird for me. This is just my opinion. I don't know, man.
Agatha, the MCU has the potential to make her so much bigger than the comics.
Oh yeah.
Like,
her that's why they hired
connections
Catherine.
are so crazy. Like, even just being Wanda's tutor in the comics and everything, that gives.
She has connections with Franklin Richards
that,
as well.
Doom. There's.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this: she is.
Them putting Mephisto, like, there's anything they can do with her. It's just crazy.
They talk about the Scarlet Witch being, as powerful as she is and who she is as a Scarlet Witch, right? But I mean, that's the whole argument between the Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange we talked about the other day. Strange typically comes in and has to kind of fix a lot of what Scarlet Witch does in the comics because Scarlet's so strong, but Strange has a memorization of magic. Mm-hmm. It's not about pure strength. Agatha's the only person they trust to watch after Franklin Richards, who, as a child, can create pocket dimensions and completely alter matter at will. So, that's how powerful and how much they trust her to control universe calamity level people.
Right.
So if you don't think she can't get some shit done if she's just some kooky witch in the fucking other room, you're out of your mind.
Right.
Agatha is
She's pretty powerful. I really hope they take her and, broaden her a lot more, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yep. What else is there?
That hits the majority of the comments on that one.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll move on here to the next topic, and the next topic we're going to move on here is going to be talking about William Jackson Harper. William Jackson Harper, if you guys know from the show The Good Place, which is not a show that I watch, but I have seen.
I've seen scenes.
Yes, I've seen scenes of The Good Place. William Jackson Harper plays in The Good Place. He's one of the leading actors on the show. One of the things going around this week is that, or this past week, is that he had been cast as Reed Richards. I saw some people even saying, oh, is he going to be Iron Lad? First of all, this man is in his 40s. That's number one. He's not going to be Iron Lad. But anyway, he's just one of the many actors recently named in the Reed Richards deal. Again, I'm going to go through that. We had Tom Ellis. We've got Penn Badgley. We've got Adam Driver. We've now got William Jackson Harper. We've got John Krasinski is still, his name is still in there though. Am I missing a name? Am I missing someone? Or is that everyone? I think that's everyone. That's all the names that have been named.
It makes sense for us to get a black Richards though and everything.
I don't want a black Reed Richards.
But it makes sense with them making Kane black.
No, it makes sense
Kane
with
was
the
blue.
No, I'm just saying
No, he's black, but he's black, and even in the Quantumania trailer, he's the blue is only the part of his mask.
I've seen him black.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying because of the relate.
Yeah, because of the relate. But still, here's the thing too. I don't know if this is still this whole Council of Reed's theory that is going on. If that's something that they're actually going to do here. But like I said, he's just one of the newest. He's one of the newest names on the list. I don't know that he's going to be the main 616 Reed Richards. We don't even know if he's going to even be Reed Richards. That's just the rumor that's going on out there. But one of the theories is that, and this is something that we kind of talked about a while ago. Peyton Reed, if everybody remembers, back when Peyton Reed petitioned or tried to put his way in there of doing Quantumania, I believe it was. No, yeah, he wanted to do Ant-Man 3. Wanting to do the Fantastic Four. The story he wanted for the Fantastic Four was that they were going to be from the 50s or 60s, one of those timelines. They were going to get trapped in the quantum realm, and that's why they are not currently in the MCU. They are from 616, but they have been trapped in the quantum realm this entire time, i.e. the quip from Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness. Didn't you guys chart in the 60s? I don't know if that was something Marvel was intentionally doing or if that was just a play on the rumor out there.
Right.
But then you've also got, so within that, Peyton Reed wanted to trap them there. So the theory here going around is that he is going to be the Reed Richards that is trapped in the quantum realm at the end in a post-credit scene or something, that's been trapped in Chronopolis by Kang by this whole time, and then everybody, like somebody said Hank Pym could go up to him and be like, oh my god, you know, you're Reed Richards, because I mean Hank would be the only one that would out of Ant-Man and that would know who he is. So is that a possibility? Is that something that we could see, you know, or is he just going to be, do you think he's the 616 Reed Richards? Put that in the chat. Pull that up. Do you think that William Jackson Harper is going to be the 616 Reed Richards, or is this just another name thrown in the hat if they're doing the Counselor Reeds, or is this just not? Is he not Reed Richards?
I think they're going to do a Counselor Reeds. I feel like because there's been so many names, and there's been so many different types of names, it's not like they're all the same. They don't all work in the same line of work either.
Right, and I don't remember.
They're all each of them are different.
I don't remember how many characters we've had pre-casting in the MCU that have had this many names continue to circulate and drop about it. And we've said this before, Marvel knows how to leak shit on purpose on accident. You know what I mean? They know how to they know how to do that. And to be quite honest with you, one thing for me, because I've seen a couple people in the chat talking about, you know, I think it was Jay Will said that he doesn't want to see a black-faced Reed Richards.
I know, personally.
And, yeah, well, see, that's one thing I was like, because that's why I like Miles Morales and Peter Parker being different people. Certain ones I don't care about, certain ones I kind of do. It makes more sense to the major story of the person and where they come from and their history, background, how they think, basically, the culture they're born into. But I have yet to see a Reed Richards I like on screen from the previous movies they've done, things like that. So if it's better than those, fuck, it's better than what they did.
My problem with that is it goes back to what we talked about with Yahya Abdul-Mateen. Yeah. There are too many iconic black characters that deserve shine, since everybody doesn't want to recast T'Challa. Right. Since you're telling us there's all these other black characters out there, well, can we get them in the MCU then? Can we get them some time on the screen? Right. Because race swapping Reed to me is weird. I mean, he's always been white. Yeah. He needs to, in my opinion, I'm not, you know, I also say too that, nah, fuck that. He needs to stay white. Like, I just don't think he needs to be a different color to me. Now, if it's a variant, that's different. Yeah. But if it's our main 616, no.
I'm just saying, either way they do it, they can make it make sense, whether I like it or not.
I think at this point, I'm just like, make it make sense.
Like, not to, I mean, it really does go back to the video we made the other day, though. Like, there's plenty of black superheroes for him to play and everything, but I mean, as long as I'm kind of with Trey on, as long as they make it make sense and whoever they do is good, but I'm kind of with the chat on this. I don't think he would be the main 616.
I don't think he would be the main.
I don't think so.
Right. No, I don't think he would. I think he would definitely.
And I've even seen some people saying like, well, on Twitter and things like that, in these conversations, I've seen people saying, well, there's no way they would introduce Reed Richards in a post-credit scene. Think again. Yeah. Reed Richards almost got introduced in a post-credit scene in Multiverse of Madness before he was. Before they were going before they were going to do.
I mean, not Kang, fucking Thanos.
Have Reed sitting on the Illuminati. I'm sorry. He wasn't going to. So you had John Krasinski, who would have been the Reed in the film and on the Illuminati of 838. But in a post-credit scene, what Michael Waldron wanted to do was have 616 Reed Richards replaying the events of Multiverse of Madness, and all you were going to see was a stretchy hand reach out, and then it was going to rewind some of the things that are something that happened in Multiverse of Madness, and then the hand was going to pull back. Obviously indicating that was our 616 Reed Richards. So the idea that Marvel won't introduce Reed Richards, that prominent of a character, that's what people have been saying. There's no way they're going to introduce that prominent of a character in a post-credit scene. Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they would.
Especially if it ties into what they're trying to do for the future. Yeah, they will. So I definitely believe that... I mean, and I've said that too from the beginning. I've been saying I don't think the first time we see the Fantastic Four is going to be in the film. I think the first time we see the Fantastic Four is going to be the same way the first time we saw Spider-Man, the same way the first time we saw T'Challa, and anything else. Yeah. They're going to put them in, and then we'll get their big film. Because it even came out that Doom's not going to be the main villain. I'm so glad he's not. He's not going to be the main villain of Fantastic Four.
Especially if Kevin has, has ideas and plans to, introduce X-Men into the MCU world like the way he is. I would not be surprised if they introduced him how they did. Came in a bigger movie and then have them go off and do their own for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just See that? I mean, you see, since we first heard about this news, you've known how trepidatious I am on, like, just get them in there. They're very important. Do this right. You know what I mean? And it would be interesting to me that, like, starting off with a Council of Reeds is kind of interesting.
I mean, but you have to also understand where we currently are.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. It's interesting to it because I always complain that you don't have to give everyone an origin story all the fucking time. It would be jumping right into it, right? So I mean, it's back and forth. I mean, it would be cool. It just goes back to that. I have yet to see a Reed Richards that I really enjoyed. John Krasinski got too short of time for me to say that I liked. We didn't get full dialogue, full movie, full all that shit, right? That's something we didn't get with him. And I'll be real honest with you. For a lot of people going into this who don't know who the fuck Reed Richards is, we're talking younger people, right? Things like that. He got fucking washed. So, like, to us, we know what happened. We know it was a variant. We know what they were doing. But think about it. For a lot of people who that's their first introduction to Mr. Fantastic, dude got turned to fucking spaghetti in 10 seconds.
But see, that's why I also think they're going to put so much into Reed, because I think a lot of people forget in Marvel Comics, especially when it's why am I always blanking on names today? Who wrote Secret Wars? Hickman. When Hickman writes Reed, and not just when Hickman's writing Reed, but a lot of iterations of Reed, people think that Reed is just brains, and Reed can only, like, Reed makes some immoral decisions sometimes.
Oh, yeah, he definitely has a little bit of a dark
side. A gray side. He has that gray area. You got to remember, this man is
also
on the Illuminati.
But he's also got that scientist mindset of morality is morality is always a throw-up content of what it is. Right. And Reed, a lot of times, like, I did this because it made sense.
But that's what I'm saying. Right? If you have all these different iterations of him, it's kind of like I've said before, too. Our 616, even in the MCU and the comics, it's the way it's supposed to be, that our heroes are the best of them. So you have a Council of Reeds with our main 616 Reed, and you have all of them being different, but the same at the same time, but different in their personalities and how they think and how they feel like the incursion should be handled or whatever the current situation may be. And then you have our main 616 Reed, and him being the voice of reason, or the overall voice, and establishing the differences between our Reed, the variants of Reed.
They just need to nail it better than they did Doctor Strange, essentially.
Basically.
Like, that's all it is. Because we got, like, it's basically the same thing. Like, we get the variants of Strange, but we didn't get enough screen time or anything. So they just need to make sure they give him the right story and everything. And if they do all the variants, they need to make sure that they give the, like, audience time to connect with each variant and everything, just so that, oh, this one's here for this, and then you're never going to see him again. They just got killed off in 3 minutes. You're never going to see this one again either. And we just needed this one for this purpose, and then you're never going to see, like, if they want to make it more important and everything, I think they need to make it more impactful.
I definitely agree. I don't think that William Jackson Harper will be a main.
No, I don't think that at all.
He will definitely be a variant. Yeah. I think it would be interesting to see a Black Reed. I'm not, like, opposing it, but
yeah, I'm definitely not against seeing a Black Reed.
But I'm with
just
you. I
not
think it would be
our 616.
Because it's just never
right. And I'll actually back up what you said there. You know, because I whenever I mentioned that because no, I don't want Reed Richards to be a black guy in the MCU, because
not our 616.
He's been Reed Richards since the beginning of time.
Yeah, like when I think of Reed,
since before my grandfather was born, Reed Richards has been an established character. He's still an established character, but you know, that is why, like when they bring the X-Men in, you're gonna get Storm, you can get Spike, you can start bringing. There are black heroes within the MCU.
There's a lot of black heroes within the MCU that can be brought in.
They need to highlight those characters. They know that is where I think.
I mean, if you could bring the I'm not saying I want him to, but if you're gonna bring him in, why not? I mean, again, you're now, which we'll get to, but you're taking away one of the strongest black heroes in Marvel. Why not? If you're going to do that, if that is your overall plan, if you're not really bringing him back, and I'm still, recast T'Challa to the day I die, but. Why not bring brother in as Adam Bashir? I mean, that's who everybody next to T'Challa. Everybody's wanting to see Adam Bashir come on the screen. Why not bring in Blue Marvel? Yeah. Like, again, the race swapping is weird to me. Yahya Abdul-Mateen could even have been Blue Marvel or Bishop or anybody like that. The race swapping, it's weird to me, especially when it's established characters who have been who they are. We know Reed Richards as being white, and we do know that since Fantastic Four has been announced, this is not a new rumor. This has been on the table. They're not really looking for a I think they're looking at the rumor is that they are looking for a diverse cast to play the Fantastic Four. It's not going to be. It may not be the Caucasian.
What we're used to, for sure.
Yeah, Fantastic Four that we're used to seeing. It may be, which I think. Okay, but yeah, but it's not. It's not really so much what we think. It's what you guys think. So let us know down below in the comments what you guys think. How are you? Do you think William Jackson Harper is going to be our Reed Richards? Is he going to be a variant Reed Richards? Is he even playing Reed Richards? And how do you feel on the race swapping of Reed Richards? Do you think Reed Richards would be better fit as a black man, or do you think nope, keep it comic accurate and he should be white? But let us know down below what you guys think about that. What are the comments saying?
Let's see here. Sorry, it stopped right there. Yeah, so starting off with what I was saying, J.L. Wolf said, I really hope they don't blackface Reed Richards. Raymond 2000 said, I want Jonathan Davis from Outer Banks to be Iron Lad. And then Major said, if he's Reed Richards' variant, it makes sense, no offense. And I mean, no offense taken,
Nah, bro, none.
It's not I have no problem sitting here saying, because I've said forever about Peter Parker, right? Peter Parker's a nerdy-ass white kid. That's who he is. Do not change Peter Parker. Instead, create a Miles Morales, who is an awesome character. He has his Latino and black heritage, plays into his character, makes him super fucking cool with his, the way he does things.
Right.
It's not offensive to say, hey, let's keep our characters the same. It's offensive to say, I don't want any black characters in my story. That's the difference really there to me.
Yes.
Let's see here. Raymond said Kang is centuries away from Reed. There could have been some interracial marriage in this family line. Or Sue Storm can be a black woman. I mean, they could
do all of that.
Yeah.
They could do all that. Those are things that we talked about when we first talked about the race swapping. We said that they could do a thing where, since it is generations behind, that
Well, so
interracial
you
marriage
made a
is
great
happening
point too. He said Reed doesn't have to be black. He does have a black half sister in the comics. So I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, however they want to do that.
That is true.
And then I agree with D here. He said Hickman writes a better T'Challa than Ryan Coogler ever did.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Hickman's T'Challa is something else. The Russos write a better T'Challa than Ryan Coogler did.
Yeah. So Yuri G said I really liked Krasinski as Reed. Agreed. I mean, I liked him. Yeah, I wanted to see more of him. But and then Ant-Man said they did Reed dirty in Multiverse of Madness. I've held on to that quite a bit
Guys,
as well.
I'm going to go again on that. Yeah. Listen, the reason that was done was not to flex Captain Marvel or to flex. It was to flex Wanda. It was to show how strong Wanda really is. And at the end of the day, I do agree. I wish that the scenes with Reed could have been a little, with the whole Illuminati, especially with Charles, could have been a little better, because there's no way. I mean, you look at the animated series, 97, when he fought Phoenix Fire in her mind. They were doing some wild shit in her mind, and when you're inside the mind, you can do whatever you can think of, So I think that they should have really played on that with Wanda. I also think that I wanted to see a little bit more with that, but it was really to flex and show how strong Wanda really is. And at the end of the day, that's not our 616 hero. So if she wants to do whatever the fuck, spaghetti him, decapitate him, it's not ours. I don't care. Kill him.
Right. So I'll run through these real fast. I'm almost done. So Jira said 80% of Marvel characters are white though, so it's bound for some growing pains. So I mean, I think it's reflective equally on this channel that we all don't think that you need to race swap a character, just uplift actual black characters.
Like, and if that's the case,
Brother Voodoo mentioned at one point, that's another one.
Yeah, Brother Voodoo's and that's another one. Again, we've talked about that one too. But if that's the case,
that reflects on Marvel more than it does anything.
I'm trying to think, who have they created someone on their own? Have we seen anyone in the MCU that they have created?
I mean, Kamala Khan, they retconned her for this story.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm talking like
all brand new.
Yeah,
like a new character.
Yeah,
I don't
Layla
think so.
in Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So with that, if that's the case, make a new black character.
Yeah.
Make a new black superhero.
Yeah.
If 80% is white, then make a new black superhero.
Like I do agree with you guys. Like the whole swapping, it's weird. I think it causes more problems than
Coulson, like they said, Phil Coulson.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily weird. I think more of the issue is if I am a I mean, shit, if I'm, for some reason, my favorite comic book character of all time is, roll whoever, right? They're a white person. And I've been reading that comic since I was a kid, right? And they race swap, change how things work. That's my character, man. Why'd you pick mine, right? I'm not being exclusionary because I don't want the one character I'm in this to watch, my favorite one, to be... It's like they introduce a whole slew of black characters and then, okay, we're going to fuck with T'Challa. No, leave him alone because T'Challa fans want him a certain way. The way they've read since childhood. So it's more about telling the accurate stories that people loved growing up with and they want to see adapted to the source material. I think that's really the issue to it.
Right.
Because it's just not going to be the exact same way. Now, before we jump into the next thing, again, I just want to say we appreciate all of you guys, all 51 right now, jeez, of you guys being here to celebrate this 1,000 stream with us. Stay tuned in with us as we do our giveaways a little bit later. Again, join the Discord for an opportunity to talk with us later, ask some questions, and be on the show. We always accept donations at our Streamlabs. So we're just firing on all cylinders today. So I just wanted to bring all that stuff up so we can get right into the next topic.
Yeah, we're going to jump right here into the next topic. The next topic is we're going to talk about Henry Cavill's comments on Superman and how it's going to be his Superman, the new Superman that is in the DCU, no longer the DCEU. The DCU is going to be enormously joyful. His words, enormously joyful. So we'll get into that. But first, before we even get into that, he did make a video where he addressed, and I know a lot of you have already seen this video, but he did make a video addressing that he is back as Superman, and this is not just for a post-credit scene. So we'll listen to that, and then we'll move into the discussion of it. Sorry, you guys couldn't hear it. My bad. Most of you already seen it anyway, but you know what?
It was just Henry Cavill saying he's back as Superman.
Once this video's clipped and edited and cut, go listen to it then. He's
low key saved y'all because if y'all would have heard it just now, low key would have messed y'all's ears.
It was loud.
It was kind of loud.
It was pretty loud. It was pretty loud.
We know how to edit on this channel.
But he is, Henry Cavill is back. That is something that he has discussed. And we also discussed that. We said there's no way he's coming back just for a single post-credit scene and things like that. So it's just him saying he's back. I saw Raymond say, yay, he's back. Listen, Raymond, you're going to stop shitting on the things I like. I love Superman. When we went and saw Black Adam, I was the one that initiated the fucking claps.
Fuck! Fuck yeah!
I initiated the claps in the fucking...
Is that it?
I'm sitting at him like, bro, you seen the shit before we came here. You sent me the fucking link.
I almost stood up and gave a standing ovation and was like, man, Superman's back. Man, because again... It's been a decade since seeing Henry Cavill don the suit, and even leaving The Witcher, just I think further confirms that he is really in this thing to be Superman with DC. He is here for DC. We're starting to see things turn around for DC. We're seeing James Gunn being, the head over DC. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. James Gunn being the head of DC. We've seen, Henry Cavill's return. They had a good fun Black Adam film. I won't go as far as say it was fun. They had a really, really fun Black Adam film.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, very entertaining and very fun.
You had to bring it up on the channel, man. You had to.
They're starting to bring in course correcting some of the past things that they that were wrong as far as like how the treatment of Superman has gone and how the treatment of certain characters have gone. So we're starting to see a lot of people come back. We're starting to see the DCU get their shit together. And again, for me, that's exciting because as a DC fan, I have not been happy with what the DCEU at the time was doing. So Some people are really happy. Some people are really upset with Henry Cavill's comments on his recent thing that he said, though, is that Superman is going to be a joyful, enormously joyful Superman. And only thing I have to say to that is, if you're mad that Superman's going to be happy, like he normally is in his comics, like Superman is not this depressing. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Snyder stuff. I do. You know I'm a Snyder fan. But Superman's not like this depressed brute that's flying around all the time. He is a Boy Scout.
That goes back to what we just talked about in the last segment, though, about the writer in charge of that specific run, right? Because there were times, and it also goes into overall character development of your character. Like, Clark Kent's gone through many phases. He did at one point.
Exactly.
He questioned his power. He goes to the Fortress of Solitude. He doesn't want to be around people. He's brooding. And that whole run, he's very brooding. He's very... my powers hurt people, and I don't know what to do. And but honestly, who fucking likes that kind of a character?
But see, that's what I'm saying. But at this time with Superman currently in the DCU, we've got to be past those phases. We saw that. If Man of Steel is still a part of the current timeline because this is Man of Steel 2, so we kind of saw that phase of him not wanting to, at the very beginning of the film, not wanting to show who he was, not wanting to, really explore, show his power like that. So,
and there are times where Superman is cocky and jovial. There's times where he is the very serious leader that he has to be. There's times he is so fucking mad, he comes in, you don't want to talk to him, you don't want to mess with him. Then there's times where he's with his friends and he's having fun. And in more recent comics, he has a fucking family. He has children. He loves them. He goes on galactic adventures, and they take care of Earth. Like, this is a dynamic character. And let's be honest here. I don't want to see the 1950s Superman on the screen.
No, I don't.
The unrelatable, golden age, untouchable, walking god that is stoic.
That part I disagree with, and I will always disagree with you there.
Well, that is what the definition of golden age hero is.
Yes.
That's where he came from.
And that's what he is. He's a god.
So, but right. But you want to see him have his emotions and talk and joke and laugh and have fun and be... You have to give him some relatability. That's what makes the good character.
I would even say in Man of Steel,
arcs.
there was relatability with him in Man of Steel. Because the relatability there is... Even, if you look at it, he was a fish out of water. How many times have we felt like a fish out of water in a situation? He didn't, he was the alien, literally the alien. He had nothing in common with everybody else. There are times where I felt that way, where I have nothing in common with other people. Right. I won't say that now, do I relate with him? Can I punch a hole through someone's chest?
No,
I can't relate that way.
No, but
there are ways I can relate.
A more happy
because
no one wants to watch a stoic, brooding. I think Gray said it in here. That's Batman's department. Brooding is Batman.
When I think brooding, I think of Batman. I don't think of
Superman, and he is hope. He's
That's
a
what the S
symbol.
stands
He's
for.
gonna
the S stands for hope.
He's gonna be stopping the train and being like, "Hey, everyone,
It stands for hope.
Like, y'all watch The Boys, right? So that scene with fucking Homelander on the plane is that is the perfect. Superman would have saved that plane and been like, "Hi, everybody, don't worry, he's Superman, right? He's jovial about it."
About to fuck up all the
He said, "Everything's okay. I just gotta check something outside." And you just fly under and lift it and lift fucking what? We're in the sky. He said, "We'll fly into it. That'll just destroy the fucking plane." I don't know. Are you coming with me or not?
He's like, "Maeve, are you coming?"
Yeah, she's like, what if we save these two little... What if we just save the children? Why? So they can fucking tell everybody we let them die? You're letting us die?
You're fucking genius, Maeve.
Oh, fuck the boys, man. That's funny.
I love that show so
but
much.
yeah, no, Superman definitely for sure needs to be, I think... The more... No, I don't want to see the whole... Like you said, I don't want to see the 50s happy like that, but... Not the stoics. I don't want to see the stoic Superman either. I don't want to... Like, again, if you've grown up on the comics or you read the comics, then that's one thing. But if you saw Zack Snyder's Superman and then you have your own expectation, not reading the comics, if you had your own expectation, well, that's the Superman that you think Superman is. That's not who Superman is. He's not Zack Snyder's Superman at all. So, like I said, but even with that, with the talk of Superman being back and everything like that, it's sparked conversation that is Ben Affleck going to come back as Batman. Now, if you remember, before Rob Pattinson put on the cape and cowl, he was supposed to be... That movie was Ben Affleck's. It wasn't... And it was going to be within the DCU. And it was going to be a film between him and Deathstroke, and Deathstroke was going to be the villain in it. From what I understand, that script was amazing. Ben Affleck really liked that script. Is there a possibility, is there a world where James Gunn, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Henry Cavill can get Ben Affleck? I mean, he's got to be happier than he was. He's married to J-Lo now.
So
How old is he?
Okay, because I'm like not a DC fan, so I don't know about its universe. The last time I saw a DC movie was Batman with Christian Bale, right?
Yes, its own universe.
That was like a completely separate universe. That's not like.
It's not a part of the DCU.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, no. It is its own thing.
I love those movies.
Yeah, no, those are. Well, I love The Dark Knight for sure, and I like the first one. The third one,
The third one was
it's
it had
okay.
its moments, it was alright.
It's okay. But I think can we see a world where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Henry Cavill, James Gunn can get together, get Ben Affleck back, and get him back?
I might
as
actually.
Batman.
Yes.
I might actually.
I say yes, too.
Because The Rock has been around DC since 2007. Well, probably before that.
True.
Probably before he got the Black Adam, he was messing around, having a little bit of hands on DC, at least knowing what was going on. So he knows everything, and at least all those stories that haven't been told and everything. And I think getting Henry Cavill, or seeing that they can get Henry Cavill back, is enough to make them go for Ben Affleck and everything. And
I think so.
If I was Ben, I don't see why he wouldn't want to do that script that you just talked with Deathstroke and everything.
He liked it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see why he wouldn't want to come back and do that. But it's like, I don't know how long, if they get him in the universe. I don't know if they get him in the universe for an established period or if it's just for that one movie.
I think if I'm James Gunn and crew with The Rock and Henry, I'm asking him to come back to the universe.
Right.
So let me
At 56?
I really am.
You want
Is
to
he
be
56 right now?
Well, here's the thing with-
I just took your.
Here's the thing with Ben Affleck, though. But here's the thing with him. I have yet to meet a single person that said Ben Affleck was my favorite Batman.
He wasn't my favorite, but I did like him.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying,
He's 50.
I don't think Ben Affleck is gonna sell me any more or less on the DCU.
So you're telling me a Ben Affleck Batman going against who is it? Joe who plays him? Who plays Deathstroke? Chat. Joe what's his last name?
Pull it up right now. Or actually, you're already on it. No, because that's the.
But hold on, you're telling me a film with Ben Affleck and Deathstroke. I forget who plays him. Joe whatever. You wouldn't want to see a Ben Affleck Batman go up against Deathstroke from the end of the Snyder film?
Plays him in what?
He plays Deathstroke in the Snyder Cut.
In that conversation, I think everything about that sentence is a yes, but Ben Affleck doesn't sell it any more or less for me.
I'm sorry. I disagree.
I don't think you have to have Ben Affleck.
I don't think you have to have Ben Affleck.
Sell Batman.
I don't think you have to have Ben Affleck. But he has been the established face in this universe already.
True.
Yeah.
So why not have him? Why? Because it's already the DC universe is already confusing. You got what's the universe, whatever the fuck Joaquin Phoenix is in. You got the universe, whatever the fuck Robert Pattinson is in. Then you got the DC, whatever the fuck is going on with it. So as for us, yeah, we get it. But the average fan, they're like, well, who's Batman? Is it this one or is it that one? And then how does this connect to that?
I mean, you just
Why not just why give the confusion to people and just not bring?
Oh,
him
sure.
back?
I mean, that's there. I'm just saying.
That makes
You
more
were
sense
mentioning,
to me.
is there a world where they get him back, right? And I'm just like, if they don't, that's not gonna break it for me. If they get him back, that's not what makes it for me.
No, it
you
doesn't
like to
break
see
it.
as
Yeah, who?
Batman
That
in
is a good question. Who do you want to see as
I
Batman?
want them
in
to
DCU?
wow me. I want. That's the thing. I want to see I'd be fine.
But
with
how
the
do you
portrayal.
know again too? With the direction that Affleck's films did go, how do we know that wasn't the writing and that was also during the age Walter. That's another thing. Walter Hamada is now gone. With Walter Hamada being gone, that also opens up because he was the one that didn't want Superman back, which is fucking crazy. I feel like Walter Hamada is fucking Nate Moore. I feel like, but yeah.
I mean, we are talking an A-list actor, right? I get it. He's good at what he does. I didn't think he played Batman bad. It just wasn't my like.
Wasn't like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not like Henry Cavill. I love him as Superman, right? I'm like, fuck yes, they got Henry Cavill back, right? But it's just for me. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, what they like, what they don't. he wasn't really my flavor.
I like the.
I'm not anti Ben Affleck Batman either. I didn't think he did a bad job. I'm just like, if they don't get Batman, that's not what's gonna break me from.
Shit,
because go ahead.
If it was me, honestly, and it might not be everyone's opinion, but I'd just make Robert Pattinson's canon. Like, it's literally like Batman Begins. It's an origin story and everything. It's the easy thing. I don't know if everyone liked him, but for the majority part of it, everyone seemed fond of him. He still has a bunch of... I mean, bringing Ben Affleck back is cool and everything.
I want his canon.
I just don't see the...
Right.
It's cool. It'd be cool for, like...
the people we have as Batman, because there's still the whole rumor out there that Michael Keaton's Batman is supposed to be the definitive Batman in the universe after The Flash, so there's more confusion. So...
Right, see, and that's kind of what led me to it, is because I know the Michael Keaton thing's going on, right? And we've got the Robert Pattinson, and we've got the...
I don't want him to be the
definitive Batman. And this is my overall
We were just talking about Ben Affleck being 50. How old's Michael Keaton?
Yeah, but just
107?
just because Cavill is back, and just because Black Adam
see
was
that.
an okay film, I still know The Flash is coming. I still know there's the Keaton issue going on. They still haven't won me back to say, oh, DCU is the thing for me to keep my eye on.
True.
They had one okay movie.
DC
they had one
didn't lose
okay
me.
movie.
I'm going to put that out there. They never
Well,
lost
I
me.
am kind of intrigued of the direction that they're going to go now that they have James Gunn, especially with the whole
That's interesting.
drama of James Gunn versus Marvel.
Mhm.
So I'm very curious. But I just was reading a quote that he gave to someone about how he would love to work with the creators at Marvel to do a
Crossover.
to do a crossover.
Yeah.
So I'm very intrigued of how it's gonna catch my attention.
I'll use
because I do like James
DC's.
Gunn.
I'll use DC or a DC quote
That I don't
on
have to
James
see.
Gunn there. Don't tug on Superman's cape, and in this example, Marvel's Superman. Right? Just because you got one movie and one actor coming back doesn't mean your universe is good enough to do that with Marvel yet. That's just where I just need to see.
I
more
definitely
things.
don't think that was like a, hey, let's do this tomorrow, start
Oh, yeah,
shooting.
No, I think it
I
should
think
build up. Like,
yeah,
Eventually,
I mean, it's
right.
it's not something I have to see as a fan either. I don't have to see a Marvel versus DC. I don't even know what the fuck that would be about.
Right.
Besides, again, if they do it like the comic itself, or if they have some overall threat to their universe, I don't know. I really don't care.
Right.
But
I'm also mad at Henry Cavill for leaving The Witcher, but let's not go down that road.
I'm gonna bring that up a little bit later. And I mean, like I said, there's a few things there with Ben that could possibly get him back in the universe. And I think, hey, things are looking pretty positive over there for DC right now. They have had not anything negative come out. We haven't heard any more Ezra Miller drama. We haven't heard any cancelizations of anything. It's more positive things going on over at DC. And as a DC fan, I'm pretty happy about it. So, but my happiness doesn't matter. Let us know down below in the comments about how happy you are. If you're not happy, Raymond, tell us, if you're not happy about it or whatever. Whatever the situation may be, let us know down below in the comments. How excited are you that Henry Cavill is back? Do you think Ben Affleck is possible to come back? And what are your thoughts about James Gunn being the head of DC now? Where do you think that could go? But, let us know down below in the comments. We'll move to the next topic. What are people saying?
Actually, Raymond 2000 coming with it. He was the best Batman. Had we gotten more of him, I think more people would have gotten on board.
We fucking agreed on something.
The suit is just epic.
It is. The suit is dope. His
and
suit
then,
is dope.
With Ricardo Woods, Ben is his favorite.
Telling you talk about. I've never heard nobody say
I personally haven't heard it. What am I going to lie to you?
Ben is dope.
And then
he's a dope Batman.
Let's see here. But then you have Stamina saying Batfleck wasn't his jam. Like, he's not sitting here saying, and he was neither thrilled nor bummed by his portrayal.
He jammed.
like I'm not sitting here saying he's bad. But anyway, hold on a second here. Deathstroke would be a good villain for Batman to face off with. I agree.
Yes. What's his name? Joe what?
Fuck, I just hold on.
Bro, it's
Manganiello?
not Joe. Oh, it's Joe. Yeah, Joe
Manganiello?
Yes, Joe Manganiello. Yes, Joe Manganiello.
I'm probably butchering that.
I think that's how you say his last name, Joe Manganiello.
And then Ant-Man said he feels like the Flash. Well, Raymond said, please keep Robert Pattinson separate. Now, I didn't like his portrayal of the Batman movie, but just keep it separate. Stop greenlighting all these villain shows. Who cares that much about a Penguin show? I don't know, bro. That Penguin portrayal was fucking good.
But yeah, it was good for the movie though. But what are we doing with a Cobblepot's series?
Other than seeing a bunch of crimes that Batman doesn't stop until it's big enough to get his attention.
And Rob Pattinson's not showing up in that series. I doubt it.
To be real, hardcore Bat fans usually support anything that character is in, which is D. Steele's. Gray said, my problem with Ben's Batman is that they adapted him on Frank Miller's Batman, and that doesn't gel with a young Superman.
I can see that.
With James Gunn in charge, this is from Black Claw 2. With James Gunn in charge, any DC character can get a movie now. Here's hoping we get a Vixen for Firestorm movie.
Yes, Vixen again was one that we got asked to discuss. Vixen is one of the black female superheroes over in the DCEU in the DC universe that we would love to see adapted on screen. Again, it's with the Jon Stewart. That's another positive, hopeful thing with the Jon Stewart stuff going on. Seems like DC really has their ear to the ground on what fans are wanting and what is what's resonating with their audience, and how are we going to get asses in the seats and not mean hate tweets.
Right. So I hit the bottom of the comments there. You guys are blowing up this comment section. It's insane. Again, appreciate you guys for 1,000. Stick with us because we're going to have our giveaways we're going to get to here shortly. And you could win any of these wonderful prizes from figures to Funko Pops. We're going to go on ahead and post again the Discord description. Again, go on ahead and join so we can keep these discussions up with you. You guys can all discuss. We're in there so you can hear our thoughts firsthand.
Yes, Mr. Terrific.
And that is how we end up, if you have certain points, we'll do things where we can interact with you guys live on the show. You can hear your voice. You can come and chat with us. You'll get more out of it if you join our Discord. That's where we can connect with you, send you cool things, and you'll have all of our updates firsthand.
Yep.
So just wanted to let you know that, and say we got the Discord in the comments, and we'll go on with the next topic.
Christian, we appreciate you, bro.
Shout out Christian, that's the homie. He fixed my PC.
Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate, and I agree, great for sure, Mr. Terrific. The conversation in what was the newer Superman animated movie they did on HBO Max? It was the one where Superman. It was the one where Lois dies. Superman kills. I forget the name of it.
Was it? No.
Why I'm drawing a blank? I'm telling you, my mind today. I'm drawing a blank on everything. But I hated that movie. I didn't like. That was one of the first animated DC things I didn't like that they've done, and I did not like that movie. But in that,
yes, I think it's just Doomsdays.
Is that it?
Superman
Doomsday?
Wait, what happened? I really zoned out.
It's when Lois died, Joker killed Lois. Or no, Joker didn't kill Lois. He killed Lois.
Injustice?
I was going to say,
yeah. It was
Joker.
It was the plot of the Injustice games?
Gosh, I'm telling you, my mind.
Dude, I zoned out so hard. I could have got that.
I'm not here. I'm not here today. Yeah, it was the Injustice. It was the newer animated version of Injustice. And I hate it. But the conversation that, yes, thank you everybody, Injustice. The conversation that Superman and Mr. Terrific have while they're playing chess, it's the same conversation that he and Flash have while they're playing chess. It's just switch to Mr. Terrific. I love that conversation between him and Superman. I love that conversation. Such a good.
That was probably the only thing I liked from it. He killed a pregnant Lois.
Yeah, he killed a pregnant Lois.
That's dark.
He was
Joker hit him with the gas.
Yeah,
and he saw.
You didn't like that?
He saw Lois Lane.
Oh no, I found it humorous on the low.
Who did he see Lois Lane as? Was it Doomsday or was
Doomsday.
it
like where Batman goes and questions the Joker?
Oh, it might have. It was Abomination, not Doomsday.
Because he went in.
Superman shows up and
Abomination, who literally cannot die to physical strength anymore. So Superman was just trying to get him away from the city.
He took him to space.
Took him to space to
and
try
then realized it was Lois.
The gas from the Joker wore off, and he realized it was Lois. And Batman is like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" And the Joker, his whole point.
How do you not like that shit as a Joker?
The Joker's whole point is he was like
the story. I just didn't like that animated movie.
Right, but the Joker's whole point is he was like, it was too easy. Like I never win against you, Batman. You are fucking hard to deal with. It was so simple. Yeah. All these other heroes are fucking idiots. And then Superman literally comes in and fucking murders everyone. Like Superman
came
literally,
in and
it
Joker's heart.
is a split where Superman goes, "Fuck it, we're killing all of them," and everyone's like, "Whoa, Sue."
Why am I only interested in DC when I come here? With
And
you
like
guys?
Green
And
Lantern tries to
leave
stop
Oh, they
it
have
that
great
guy.
stories, but yeah, Green Lantern
He's trying to
tried.
stop that nigga, and he's flying next to him. He's like, Superman, no. I'm like, bro.
It's the animated stuff. The animated stuff is dope. But we'll move into the second to last topic here. The second to last topic we're going to talk about is House of Dragon, and it's the viewership, the numbers for House of Dragon. Last week we all witnessed the finale that some people really loved. Some people really was like, oh, it was good. Then there were some people that were like, oh, that was the finale. I've heard all sides of the conversation. For me, I think after time of digesting it from last Sunday, it was last Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, from digesting it last Sunday, I think for me, I can say I liked that finale. I didn't love that finale.
It didn't seem like a season finale.
It didn't seem like a season finale episode. But one thing I do want to bring up, I don't know if anybody else noticed this before I really get into it. I don't know if anybody else noticed this. In the trailer, not for the trailer for the finale, there were scenes in that trailer that we did not see in the finale. Like,
literally about to say that.
yeah, like the stuff on the bridge with Rhaenyra and Aegon and him pulling out the sword and everything. They're like, if you pull up that trailer from before the season finale, there was a lot of shit we didn't see that happened in that trailer.
Right, and I think maybe one of the things that definitely made it softer was the deviation. This is the big deviation from the source material that they did, or the swap up from the books. Was Alicent was never like, oh, let's not hurt Rhaenyra, and there was never this peaceful. And then with the dragon fight, where they showed the dragons getting out of control, and then Aemond is like, oh fuck, nah. In the books, he fucking killed him. And then Alicent sent Rhaenyra a letter that said an eye for an eye.
Yeah,
that level of would have made that whole thing. It would have made it pop and be aggressive, and it's like, you're literally like, I'm ready for her to burn the whole fucking world down. But giving it a little off the gas, where, oh, Alicent didn't want to do this, and oh, the death wasn't
humanizing
meant to happen.
Alicent a little bit.
And the death wasn't meant to happen. It definitely takes the pressure off the gas when this whole story is about a fucking civil war. You're literally want these cars to be going as fast as they can and collide into each other. That's what everyone wants to see.
Right.
So don't put your foot off the gas.
I've been seeing a lot of videos that compare the whole season, but especially the last episode, with how the books are. And that was another big thing that I found very interesting, because it did seem like in the books, like the ending was just so much more aggressive.
Well, it was. That whole thing was, when I listened to it, because I listened to the audiobook, when I listened to it, I kept pausing on shit that would make my jaw drop. I was like, oh shit. Like, I was like, especially the whole Aemond and Lucerys thing, like that. It, like Trey said, it's a little watered down in the show, but in the audiobook, bro, I kept pausing every time there's like, and then Aemond swooped down with Vhagar. I was like, oh, pause, fuck. I was like, fuck. No, it definitely was. So like I said, it was okay, but I will say this. It was the most watched HBO series finale since Game of Thrones. It was averaging 29 million viewers per episode. 29 million per episode. The first episode I think averaged 24 million, but after the word of mouth got around and everything like that, and everybody, because the trepidation of the Game of Thrones fans going into coming off of season 8, people were trepidatious of House of Dragon. People weren't really, the Game of Thrones fans at least, weren't really looking for House of Dragon. I
think the only ones that were ones that know Fire and Blood is complete.
Right.
Because that's the only thing that threw off Game of Thrones was it was fucking great until the books ended, and even if they have good writers, they're not George R.R. Martin writers. Right. So, Right, and that's the difference in House of Dragon. They had George R.R. Martin there with them on set. And the book's finished.
Yeah, and the books are finished. That's the difference in Game of Thrones and this. But, like I said, the 29 million viewers per episode is insane. That is insane.
Right. Well, I mean, that is
it being its own
like week to week.
Week to week.
That's crazy.
Right. Well, and that's insane. I mean, but that's how. While that is crazy, y'all didn't watch Game of Thrones while it was going on. That's what it was like when Game of Thrones was active, when it was going on.
True.
It's all anyone fucking. I mean,
but House of Dragon was more popular than Game of Thrones outside of the U.S.
Right.
It was averaging more viewers
but I'm saying
per
when you're at
episode
work,
than Game of
the
Thrones.
water cooler conversation was, "Did you see the Red Wedding? Did you see? Or people literally
shit, it was like that with House of Dragon.
Or
though,
people
at work.
walking into work
some of the
covering
funniest
their-
shit I've seen on Twitter is like a video of this apartment building and it's like everyone
Yeah, that
turning
one.
on House of Dragons at the
right,
same
right.
time. That shit is just so
And
funny to me.
what makes me excited about this for season 2 is, so HBO gave them a great budget, right? Don't get me wrong. They gave them a good money. Now, I'm sure they were also thinking, like you just said, coming off season 8, right? How will it go? And not only that, but also it's a spin-off to the series. Was this a freak accident, lightning in a bottle, or is this what people want? Will this work? Oh, I'm sure next season that they're literally gonna have however much money you want. Have our whole fucking studio.
Yeah.
I will sell you my house.
The difference
like,
is too; those are classic. Everybody on set, every person they've casted is a classically trained actor from England. You know, they they did the acting schools, the academies, and everything like that. That's why the acting is on par. That's why the acting is so damn good. Because you can't, I know some people were worried about, because I did. I got attached to Millie Alcott as Rhaenyra in season 1. But after the first 10 minutes of the transition in time, I was fine with the actors and actresses that were then on there. I was like, they were, bro, they were still good.
I still haven't dove into the world of Game of Thrones. I'm starting it tonight. Do not freak out. But just watching like the videos of House of Dragons, it's from what I've been watching, the writers and the directors and producers, they understand like this is obviously in a world that is attached to a world that everyone is known and beloved, but it's also a completely it's a different story and it's a different time. So I think season 2 is going to do very well because of how season 1 ended and just the build on it. I thought it was a finale, but then again, I'm not used to Game of Thrones and their finales. It felt like a finale to me. The way they ended it, I'm still like jaw to the floor.
It was great.
There's
it was
literally
good.
scenes in that last episode that literally in my head that just play on repeat, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I still can't believe that happened.
And you can see the quality in the writing too.
Yes.
The quality in the writing of each episode. Like, even for me, I've said this because, like you said, the water cooler talk. We talked about it at work. I tell people at work, I don't give a fuck if anybody said Dracarys. I don't give a fuck if there was a dragon. The dialogue and the drama was enough to keep me there week to week.
Yeah.
The drama, bruh. The drama. Because each episode you were like, what the fuck? Like, I'm telling you.
Right now?
I'm telling you. Like, and when you have a show like that brings you in and wants, like, I was counting down on Sundays. On the week to week, I was like, damn, I can't wait till Sunday so I can watch the show.
And you now watching Game of Thrones will know what I mean when I've made the comment
it's
about,
vastly
like,
different. I don't care what anybody says.
I mean, not to compare differences. I'm just saying, like
vastly different.
you look at we've talked about like Marvel shows, how I feel like they're always making these like kind of dumb jokes, like I'm stupid, like I won't get the intelligent dialogue or the humor that you're doing. Game of Thrones, half of Tyrion's conversations have me crying, laughing, but they're eloquent and like I'm not stupid. I can handle the more intelligent humor, play to that, and that's with the level of acting every single year. Do you know what was blowing up? I mean, at the Emmys, the Oscars, whatever. Lena Headey, who plays Cersei, and what's his name that plays Tyrion? Peter Dinklage. Yeah. Every year they were taking best actor, best actress in a television series. Game of Thrones was winning,
and there's a
that
reason.
Level
you
of
watch
acting,
the show. They make like Cersei
is the most hated one.
Wait, did she become is she the one that
I could beat her ass?
Queen?
What?
I could beat her ass.
Oh, that's what I thought you said.
No.
I was like, hold on.
No. I could definitely beat her ass. They said get a little closer. I turned your mic up, but they said get closer a little bit. Yeah, but I did turn it up. But no, like you said, that level of acting. Because when an actor and actress can end a show make you hate that person. Like I hated Joffrey, bro. I hated, but the way Joffrey died wasn't good enough for me. Like the poisoning him, I wanted him to be. I wanted Joffrey to be tortured.
But bro, that scene with him laying when he died and he's laying there and Tywin's in the room.
Yeah.
And Cersei just literally he's coaching Tormund on how fucking stupid of a king Joffrey was. That scene with Cersei, dude, if that doesn't break your fucking heart, You're standing over your child's dead body while your father is like, he was fucking terrible. You'll wait.
I mean, but you know what? Did you feel for Cersei in that moment? I did not. You raised a shit.
No, but I understand.
I didn't feel for Joffrey's death. I didn't feel for Cersei.
Well, that's okay. When you say something like that, that makes sense because I don't really feel for like Alicent Hightower and Aegon because I don't understand why she's fighting so hard for someone to be king that she knows is literally a piece of shit. And as a mom, you know your son is a piece of, like, why are you fighting so hard for this?
I think it's because everyone's telling her that her family will die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like,
you know?
obviously, but at the same time, like, I just don't have that. There's that sympathy and that empathy. It's very short with me when it comes to Alicent.
Right.
It's just, I get that you're being manipulated and you're a pawn in this, but at the end of the day, like, you know your kid.
Right.
And
Well,
you know
and
what he does and what he's about, and no.
I absolutely, just to clarify, hate Cersei, right? But it takes a level of acting to make me loathe someone with every fiber of my being to such an extent. You know,
So you feel for Cersei, but you also dislike
Sorry,
Cersei? Or are you saying loathe? So you love? Oh, I know, I don't.
Yes.
And then she became
cuts it short.
queen.
Yes.
Like, right?
The events that she does. Have you finished the series yet?
No.
You'll get there. She's a maniacal, manipulative.
No, she's been a maniacal, manipulative, snide, cunning piece of shit since season 1.
Yeah.
So I don't expect her to change. I'm on season 5.
Yeah.
What I've noticed is when people show you who they are, believe them. Like
right.
She is who she is.
Her character does have depth. The depth that is brought out through Lena Headey's acting, because it could have been very easy to make her, I don't want to say bland, but a more of a washed, less depth, less complex character. But the acting and the writing definitely brings that to light. So while I loathe her character, and I think the best villains and the best actors in portraying villains can do that, I still am like, I mean, I get it. It's just, she's a fucking evil woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, her dad, Tywin. Tywin is, in my opinion, I mean, I cannot fucking stand Tywin Lannister. He is a monster. But that motherfucker is played so well. And he is so intimidating.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Where I
Like
am.
his only real son.
Yeah. You know, so anyway, like I said, the viewership on House of Dragon is just insane. I think that season 2 was going to drum up even more viewership numbers. I think that they are going to break even more records when that does come out in 2024. Like I said, I still believe, I don't know, I think that they might have some scenes or things done for season 2 shot already because there's still the shit that wasn't shown from...
There was a few things in the trailer that we did not
Yeah, there were, because I was waiting for that because I thought we were going to see Rhaenyra go back to King's Landing, Westeros, but it didn't happen, you know. So I was just like, oh, okay. So I don't know, but you know,
Ramsay Bolton.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Thank
Ramsay
you,
was.
Sawyer E.G.
Ramsay's awful too.
Is the example of probably the worst depraved human being on that show.
But some
the
of the
actor
things
does
he
such a
he
good
does.
job.
Some of the things he plays really good in that one show too, where what's the dude from Umbrella Academy, the lead actor from Umbrella Academy?
Are you talking about that plays number 1?
I believe so. I don't know anything about Umbrella Academy.
Harper.
Nope. That's not who's the lead actor for Umbrella Academy?
Elliot Page?
No.
Are you talking about
Aiden Gallagher?
No.
Aiden Gallagher, Elliot Page, Robert Sheen, Tom Hopper.
It might be Robert Sheen.
Robert Sheen, yes.
Robert Sheen.
5. I love
Klaus?
Him. Or not 5.
Yes.
He plays,
yes, I know.
Klaus.
Yes, Robert Sheen.
Klaus.
Robert Sheen. It's a show with Robert Sheen, the dude that plays Ramsay from Game of Thrones. They all get superpowers. And one of Robert Sheen's powers is, I think he can't die. Like you could shoot him and he just but they all get superpowers. It's really cool. It's a good show. It's a show that came out based in London. Click on Robert Sheen's name.
What are you talking about?
Who?
The show.
Robert Sheen. Click on Robert Sheen's name.
Misfits.
Misfits is actually really good. It's a London-based show, but it's really I hate that it ended, but it's really good. And Ramsay plays in that. But in Game of Thrones, he's a piece of shit. But what he was doing to what's the dude's name? That was the Starks' basically servant.
Oh fuck.
Lord Ty. I forget his name. Chat help. But when he was torturing him, I didn't feel bad for him. Yeah, Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah,
Theon Greyjoy. I didn't feel bad for Greyjoy at all because I was like, the thing
when
when he cut his penis off, I felt shit for him.
No, that's not what I thought. It gets way worse than that. I thought that's what you were...
Wait, that's an actual thing in the show?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I felt shit for him because of what he did to the Starks and everything. Like when he went back to Winterstorm or what's Winterstorm? Winterfell. When he went back to Winterfell.
And
the things he was doing to them in Winterfell.
About when he forces Theon to go down on Sansa, but that's...
I have not seen that. What the
It gets so much worse!
What the fuck? I have not seen that.
So I'm watching this show.
Reek.
Oh, wow. Okay, we gotta hurry.
We gotta hurry! Sorry, I don't... it's been years since I've seen it. I don't know what parts are what.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. But, let us know below in the comments what you guys think of House of Dragon, or about the viewership numbers at least, and how insane that is, and do you think that it's going to double for next season, and what are your expectations for next... Well, I mean, hell, if you've read the books, you kind of know what's going to happen next season, so let us know below in the comments what you guys think. We're going to move into our final topic here, and the final topic that we're going to talk about is our good old pal and buddy Nate Moore, because he just cannot seem to stop digging a deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper hole for himself.
Yeah.
And hey, just to let y'all know, just because this is the last topic does not mean we're not going to be doing things after. We still have our giveaways to get to, so...
Yeah, we'll get to the giveaways.
Let y'all
know. So, quickly, let's just get into what Nate Moore said here. Now, this was at a press conference... This was at a press conference for Wakanda Forever. And he said... I don't even know what he was asked. What was he asked here? Doesn't matter. He said it was just the right story to tell. These were the characters who were most affected by T'Challa's passing. So we focused on the people who were appropriate. It's not about pushing women forward or holding men back. It's about telling the story that's organic. I think sometimes maybe from the outside, there's the thought that there's... you guys' camera just cut. Q, take this and put that over there and put that on there. And I'll fix it. I'll fix it in just a second.
Let me unplug it.
Let me see. Where was I at? Sorry.
There were agendas.
Thoughts that there are agendas at play. But it's just telling good stories. And we are blessed with an amazing cast who breathe life into these characters and make you want to see what's happening with Shuri and what's happening with Okoye and what's happening with Lapita or what's even happening with Ramonda. To not highlight them would have been a disservice to the story. And so I think the movie's better for it. If we would have had a wedge in some new male character just to have the voice, that would have seemed more performative than just telling the story we told. Okay. So this whole thing reeks of bullshit. I'm sorry. And I'm going to go hard on Nate Moore every single time. I'm not giving Nate Moore any slack on anything. And the reason he gets no slack from me is because we're going to take it from the top, but I'm going to go down to the bottom really quick here. At the bottom when he said if we would have had to wedge in some new male character just to have the voice, that would have seemed more performative than just telling the story we told. So you're telling me that it seemed more performative to you. I mean, because this is a performance. This is supposed to be fictional. That's what you're doing. You're putting on a fictional performance. I think Nate Moore forgets the line of work that he's in sometimes. Yeah. Especially with the wording that he uses. Yeah. So instead of wedging a male actor in there, you didn't have to wedge a new male, a new male actor. But playing the same already established character. That's what we're talking about. And the thing, and I'm going to get to it. I'm going to give it a minute here for their camera to get back on, but I'm going to get to it. Here's the thing too with that. I've seen some people saying, "Well, stop comparing all these other people that are getting recast to T'Challa." No, look right now at The Witcher. To continue that story that they've started and they want it told, they recasted the character.
They easily found someone else to continue.
Liam Hemsworth is taking over for Henry Cavill.
They can hear me, right?
Yes.
This is my camera work. Okay, that's a whole deal that goes into, and that's specifically why Ryan Coogler and Nate Moore just floor me, is because with The Witcher, you know, I should be glad they're recasting Geralt instead of just getting rid of him, right? I should be over-fucking-joyed. Yes, they're continuing my character even though the actor is leaving for whatever unforeseen reason, right? But I'm not. And the reason I'm not is because it all depends on the care for the people that are doing, like the writers, the making sure everyone behind this thing gives a shit about the character, the fandom, and everyone involved.
Right.
So, with this whole, with Black Panther, with Wakanda Forever, with anything going forward with T'Challa, all it shows me is that every single person involved doesn't give a shit about the comic book accuracy, source material, and what people who love this story want to see. Right? Like, that's the issue. It is the staff behind that make all the decisions, that write the story, that plan, that do sets, that do everything. If they're not all understanding what they're doing, they need to be out. You know?
Exactly.
So that's why with The Witcher, I'm like, yeah, the guy who gave the most fuck about this series is gone. The guy who wanted the accuracy, the guy who knows the story is gone. So that's my problem with Ryan Coogler and Nate Moore. They keep just making shit up on the fly, saying whatever so they can get their movie out, when, like, you don't give a fuck about this character.
Yeah.
You
You
don't.
made it very clear.
Like,
And
you turned it into your thing. You turned it into your thing and Chadwick's thing and everybody's thing. None of this is y'all's thing. You didn't fucking make the character. You didn't make the story.
Right.
You're not the huge fandom that loves this character in the story. You made it about yourself.
Right.
And no one fucking wants to see that. I don't want to see a Witcher series where no one has fucking played the games or read the books.
Right.
I don't want to fucking play that game or see that show.
Right.
So I don't want to see this with Black Panther. I don't want people involved who keep making shit up when all you have to do is do what the source material says.
Well, and just piggybacking what you just said, you know, are we exactly excited about, you know, Henry being replaced? No, because again, he was the one person that you knew actually really cared about this character in this show, and it was portrayed in that show. But that doesn't mean there's not somebody else out there who can give that same type of love and bring something else different to it. You know,
Right.
it was not a character that was meant to die. It was not a character that was meant to go. This character is bigger than Chadwick. It's bigger than Ryan. It's bigger than Nate.
Right. Well,
And
yeah, I
and
mean,
like you said, it's selfish. They turn
You know-
they turn a situation so personal.
He said there's no agenda. Okay, fine. I won't use the word agenda. There's not. Fine, maybe. Let's assume that there's no agenda. Maybe there is no agenda, but
There
this
definitely
decision was still a tone-deaf decision.
Yeah.
You made a very tone-deaf. If you don't want to use the word agenda, we'll use the tone-deaf decision. That's what you made.
Yeah.
You made a very tone, and there is an agenda. I'm just playing on Nate Moore. Let's just assume thinking in Nate Moore's mind. That's a very tone-deaf decision that you made. You made the decision, again, like he said, we wanted to focus on the people who were appropriate. So the main character's not appropriate to you, and yes, I understand, because there are people now that are these type of videos that we're doing are getting more traction and circulating. There are people, again, coming into the space that don't know shit about it,
Right.
and they're saying what they're saying, talking about, oh, well, you guys sound weird, that you understand that Chadwick Boseman passed. I understand that. I don't need you to explain that to me.
He passed, but the character.
The character, it's not, the character lives on. The character does not die.
Right.
These characters are fictional. They're fantasy. These are things that we've all said over time and time and time again.
right.
Um,
Well, and they bring up, you know, people who would want to take over this role, and it would la da da da. So there are a million reasons. Number one, I would say is fucking gotta pay the bills. It's a great
Yeah.
role. You know what I'm saying? It can launch your acting career. You know, if you're a lesser known, it can launch your career. Either way, people will take up this role. There are plenty of people who want to do it for the culture, for just the financial factor behind it, because it's a fucking job, right? There's plenty of people that will do it. But y'all made it about you. It is not a lack of needing an actor. It is not
No,
a
it's
lack
none of that shit.
of story
You
to tell.
and
It
it's
is
none of
literally
that.
the fact that you made it fucking personal. And now you have to tiptoe around this shit and try to make it make sense when it doesn't.
And you could have still focused on the people that were affected, I guess, by this. You know.
there shouldn't be no thing to be affected by.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was getting to. You could have still focused on those characters without.
We
making
focused
a
on them in the
whole-
first one.
Exactly, without making a whole situation that was not necessary for the character.
You know, he said there it's not about pushing women forward or holding men back. You know, I want someone at one of these press conferences. Let me go. I'll ask him.
No,
I want someone to ask. So how do you think that this affects little black boys and young black men, and you know, not seeing representation for them on the screen? How do you think that plays for them, since it's not holding men back or anything like that?
Like, don't get me excited. I'm excited to see the women of this movie really get a shine. I mean, but even with that being said, I feel like I can't even say that because they have had such a light shined on them. You know what I mean? Like the warriors.
But that's
of Wakanda,
the point of Wakanda.
Yeah, the warriors of Wakanda have been, essential in so many other movies and shows. You know what I mean? They were in Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know what I mean? Like
it's a hollow statement. What he said is hollow.
Just a hollow statement.
It's hollow.
Yeah.
It
because
make any sense.
to say we're pushing,
he's keeping it simple.
Yeah. It's about pushing women forward.
But my thing is, he's just, in the end, every statement he comes out with at given time, he ends up contradicting himself. So I'm sure whatever we get next is going to contradict this statement of we are needing to put these women in spotlights and push them forward so that. But then this statement, he says it's not about pushing women. So I guarantee next whatever statement or thing we get, he's going to go and contradict himself. But my thing is, it all boils down to something so simple as the agenda is he wanted to honor his friend. And so from that split second he got that, he knew he wasn't going to cast another Black Panther for this movie, I feel like. And so by saying even at that he has no agenda is a lie. Like, at least give us the fact that the agenda of him is that they're trying to honor Chadwick. Like, I don't see why he's trying to tell us that there's no agenda. But I just don't see. If you look into when Black Panther the 1 came out, the first movie, if you go and look how many athletes, how many celebrities and stuff were endorsing and supporting and can't waiting to see it.
I mean, it made $1 billion.
Everything. If you look at Wakanda Forever, it's literally because Marvel is under Disney, and so is ESPN, and so ESPN has to make these collaborative posts and stuff. But none of these popular athletes or celebrities they're not endorsing. They're not, and you want to know why? We know why.
Yeah.
We know why.
Like, I also look at what he said too about not pushing women forward and not holding men back. But while in the same breath, you're saying that. But what I'm also hearing, again, from like Grace Randolph and other people now that have seen the film is M'Baku has less screen time than he had the first time. Mm-hmm. And you let Ryan Coogler down here in his statement say he has a 2-to-1 ratio more screen time. But that's not what the audience is saying. Mm-hmm. Then you've also got, while in the same breath, you're talking about it's not about pushing men or holding men back, but you're taking away the franchise's male lead character. Yeah. But in the same breath, Riri Williams is not about pushing women forward. It gets more screen time than M'Baku, and she has no connection to Wakanda whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm
confused. Make it make sense for me.
I'm really confused about Ironheart getting in. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Ironheart. I really do, because I fell in love with Iron Man. That's what made me fall in love with, MCU in the first place. And then when I found out there was, a black girl who was, trying to do with Tony Stark, I was like, fuck yeah. But I was
in her own shit.
Yeah, but it's just, I was so confused on
it's almost like we have a perfect movie coming up to introduce her.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me, that's where I thought she was going to show up in.
Right, but
no, let's throw her in Wakanda Forever.
Did you see, did you guys see, going back to this just because it's the same situation, the post Henry Cavill made whenever he was stepping down as Geralt?
It's the fan gone.
Yeah, it's just we gotta actually let it cool down for a second before. Can we cut on the air?
No.
Okay. So
Flick it off.
Basically,
it's at least powered off.
His hold on a sec. I'll get right back to it. Sorry, guys.
Go ahead.
His post he made when he said, "I'm stepping down as Geralt of Rivia," and Liam Hemsworth's gonna take it. He literally said at the end of that post, he said, "I am so excited to see what you bring to life in this character, what aspects of this character you bring forward, and to see your portrayal. He's an amazing character. Dig deep. I want to see what you'll find." Right? So even in that moment, it is an actor to another actor realizing these are just characters. These are characters. We research them and try our best to portray them. Can't remember who it was. I believe it was in the live stream with E-Man where they talked about Hamlet. You know what I'm saying? Like Shakespearean characters. None of this is you. I've seen comments where people are like, well, Chadwick Chadwick made this character. He didn't. It's a character that he liked because he read up on it and wanted to know about it. He was introduced to the character, read up, said, oh my god, I'd love to give my take on the character, right? That is the point that floors me, is at the end of the day, this is the only scenario ever, fucking find one for me, because I've got 19 recast situations that I can tell you they just did without question. There need to be a fucking petition. Why is it this one? Why is it the most successful black movie that has ever been made? Why is this the one you won't do it with?
Yeah, it's like pulling teeth.
Why are you making it so weird?
You know, again, it goes back to what he just said there. Not about holding black men back, but you're saying that, and we watched Njoku die. We watched Wakabi's not coming back. We watched Killmonger die. M'Baku's got shorter screen time. You're taking away the franchise's main character at this point. Every single time, you know, he has been not only solely responsible for the removal of the franchise's main character, but for the exclusion of black men within the franchise of fucking Wakanda, within the franchise of Black Panther. He has been solely responsible for this. And every single time he gets on screen, he's contradicting himself. He is not. It's like the man can't remember the last lie he told. Because you know they say when you tell one lie, you got to keep up with the next and the next and the next and the next. Mm-hmm. And he's not keeping up with his lies at all.
And that's the thing. It's gonna suck whenever he's just finally realizing that, like, yeah. Whenever they do recast him, and then he's gonna try and tell this one big lie of like, I was on this. I knew we should have recasted him. We just had to give it some time. He's gonna try and tell some bullshit lie like that. So it's gonna catch up to him, I think. I mean, I think he definitely knows what he's doing though, and that's the reason why he has to continue to do it. Like, I don't think at this point in time he can just come out and tell us what is real anymore. Like,
I mean, no.
He has to keep up what he's doing at this point in time, at least until after the film comes out.
And he keeps bringing up culturally this, it's culturally that means this, and culturally it means that. But if you are a part of the culture that you say you are, brother, then why would you not want to look at the next young black actor and say, bro, let me change your life. Mm-hmm. Let me make you one of the most successful black superheroes in media, period.
And not just for you, but for every black person out there who's going to be watching it, or every person out there in general that's going to be watching.
And even at that, it's like, let's bring you into a cast full of people who are going to support you in that role.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are going to want you to. That role. Right. The cast is a family, from what I've seen. They all treat each other like, maybe not. They don't hang out and stuff the most and stuff, but when they enjoy being on set together. They enjoy going to all the events together. Mm-hmm. They enjoy being like, at least from all the interviews I've seen of just Winston Duke popping into other people's interviews or Lupita popping into other people. It's like they enjoy each other's company, and so it's like it would have been no issue getting another black male into the role of T'Challa for them to at least try to boost him up to want to have the confidence to play that role. And another thing I want to say is, like, you know how excited I was whenever we first heard about M'Baku putting on the Black Panther suit, being king, this and that. And so for me, it's just like, even me, I'm not a kid or anything anymore. I'm grown. It's just like, it sucks to just see how much, like, he's not going to have, because we know, like, how much they could do with him, even if it's not what we all want. I'd rather see more than less. And that's just my opinion, because it's like, if we're not gonna have T'Challa, it's the next best thing, in my opinion.
Yeah,
if I may, I feel like this is the only thing where this is what annoys me more than anything. When you're doing something creative, like making the decisions you made to do this movie, which I don't agree with, but you made them. Fuck it, we're here now. I don't like Hollywood press. Hollywood, when I know something's fucking Hollywooded up, right? That is when people are only going to ask you the questions you pre-approved 3 days ago. You know what I'm saying? When there's no conflict. Because trust me, if one of these two, if Ryan Coogler or Nate Morris sat down and laid it out, right? And said, hey, we didn't recast. Here is why we didn't. Here are the decisions we made. In one full, where you can, this interviewer person, they're asking the real shit. Well, what do you mean it's better for the culture? Well, what do you mean, la-da-da? And they give their opinion, and then they fucking leave. Whether I disagree with them or not, at least they have a stance, and they say, this is why we did it, right? But when you're going back and forth with random shit, and you're coming up every week, you're saying something different, that is when I know we're not stupid. We know you're doing Hollywood talk.
Yeah.
If you at least had a solid stance of saying, hey, like it or not, here's why I did it. Take it or leave it. You can disagree with me, that's fine, but it is why I did it. I can respect that shit. I can actually have respect for you as a human being, but when you're just fucking snaking through, trying to get this movie in the theaters to make money real quick.
And I think they also knew they fucked up. I think they knew eventually down the line they fucked up of, coming out and saying that we're not recasting him was probably not a smart idea. So now we have to sit here and pick up pieces, and we have to backpedal, and we have to make this try to make sense in order to get this movie out the way we want to, like the first one.
Well, I mean, just like I said, I'm starting to look at Nate Moore the way that I view Kathleen Kennedy over at Lucasfilm with Star Wars. Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm do not have their ear to the ground, which is why we continue to get the bullshit from Star Wars that we get outside of something Dave Filoni produced or made. And with that, it's the same thing with Nate Moore and Marvel and the Black Panther franchise. They don't have their ear to the ground. And actually, let me take that back. They do have their ear to the ground because the man has even said, we hear the talk back. We hear what you guys are saying. We understand that there are people that are going to want it this way and there are going to be people that are going to want it this way. But this is not the way that it's going to be. We had to tell the organic story, what was felt appropriate, because they lost the characters lost the passing of T'Challa. No, you, as real humans, lost your friend and morbidly incorporated that into a script that it wasn't in the beginning. Because again, from Ryan Coogler last week, the script originally was focused around T'Challa. Let's take it to 2018. I say this now 3 times in the video. What did Nate Moore say at the first Black Panther premiere? In order for people to love the Black Panther, they have to first love T'Challa. But now, when you listen to Nate Moore talk on the purple carpet, this and 2 years later, 4 years later, what is he saying? What did he say? You know, Black Panther and Namor just said, no, that's not what the fuck you said in 2018.
Right.
It wasn't in order for people to love the Black Panther, they have to fall in love with the Black Panther. No, it was in order for you to love Black Panther, you have to love T'Challa. So now all of a sudden the speech has changed. You're not using T'Challa's name, but you were gun-ho T'Challa in 2018.
Right.
My thing with that is, again, your friend passed. We understand that. And if this was to honor Chadwick like they're saying, why wasn't Derek Boseman interviewed on the big Wakanda Forever premiere? Why wasn't Simone? If you didn't want to interview his brother because of the statements he made on TMZ and you wanted to try to keep away the recast conversation, Simone hasn't said shit about recast. Why not interview her?
Yeah.
Why not interview her? But then you had Eric Voss come out the other day, and I said this, and say that, I want to get his exact, because I did take that down. He exactly said, the loss of Boseman, I think we forgot how every Black Panther appearance in the franchise has centered on loss. But this film teaches us a whole new way to mourn. And I think that a ton of fans need to see that. Well, I want to show, actually, you know what, the sound there. This was when Simone, and you're not going to be able to hear it. That's fine. I'm going to pause it here too. Does sister look like she needs any help mourning? Does she need you to teach her how to fucking mourn? She doesn't need you to teach her how to mourn. And there's no sound for anybody. This entire interview here, it's not even an interview. This is her accepting the Golden Globe for Chadwick. This entire acceptance speech is her fighting through tears. And this is not even 2 years after the brother's death.
Yeah, no, it was really sad.
This is her fighting through tears. But then you, Marvel, in an event that you've been claiming since day one is to honor her late husband, you invite her to a morbidly weird funeral to have her rewatch that again. And then on top of that, the disrespect of you not even interviewing the sister or bringing her. Why wasn't she in the group picture with Feige and Coogler and Lapita and everybody? If this is to honor what y'all have been saying, if this is to honor, where's the honor? Where is all of this for everybody else? Why wasn't the family included? Why wasn't the family interviewed? And no. I looked for interviews. They weren't interviewed.
At all.
I looked for them.
Were they even invited?
No, she was there.
Yeah, they were there.
Simone was there. Derek was there.
Derek was there.
They weren't interviewed. Now, I can understand on Disney's behalf maybe why they didn't want to interview Derek. I can understand because the brother has spoken out publicly about recast.
Yeah.
Simone has not said shit. But this is something for you to honor her husband,
Right.
her in an extension of that, and you don't. Where's the honor? What? Maybe I miss it, and I don't know what her reaction was to watching the film.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and say I
Well,
know
and
what
then
Simone's reaction was to
and
watching
then
it.
I'm just so curious in the film itself, like how are they gonna portray this death? Did he die in this blip? Did he
From the leak, he's gonna die of a sickness.
The same way they're putting Chadwick's death to T'Challa and then his funeral in the movie.
That's weird.
We're paying for a funeral of how they made it about him.
So they made it about Chadwick.
They made it about themselves. That is what they
That's really
fucking did.
weird.
And it's wrong on so many levels of just a storytelling aspect, a character you like, them doing this Hollywood bullshit, and then you get deeper into, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I understood what Chadwick meant to or what T'Challa meant to little black boys out there. What he meant
Try that
to...
again. Go ahead.
Oh. It's every time I start to rant. But at the same time, because let's be honest here, as a white dude, me growing up, I'm represented, what did we say earlier, 80% of Marvel heroes, right? So I'm like, okay, I've got a million to pick from growing up, but even with Black Panther, with T'Challa, it's like, oh, dope, that's T'Challa. I've seen him in my uncle's comic books as I was growing up, right? Seen him as I grow up in comic books. I know what he does. He's a dope character, right? But it is through a lot of this movement that it's really opened my eyes to, like, the level of importance T'Challa had. The reason he was created. And it is something that, due to my privilege, I was blind to. I really didn't get it. I knew there's not a lot of black heroes, so damn, let's not lose one.
Yeah.
But then I really got into what this character does. The fact that he is Ivy League educated. The fact that he is just who he is as a person. I was like, holy shit. And y'all are just... Instead of taking what this symbolism is, right? How important this character made during civil rights to represent the black plight, and you are going to make it about Chadwick. It was about all black people.
Yeah.
That's why he was made.
Yeah.
And instead you make it about Chadwick, one black person, and you kill him the same way. It is just, you had a shot and I'm not, again, I don't feel like I have the right to say this, but as an all-black creative cast and crew, you took what could have represented your entire community and made it about one man, and then killed it.
Yeah.
You had such greatness at your hands to show everyone.
Is, again, it's like I said, you think about all the death that's been in Black Panther. It seems like they are more fascinated with the death and the absentee father and the jail stuff and the tropes, the stereotypes. It seems like is what they're more interested in than actually putting what the source material, what the character was actually created for on the screen. Like, we got the glimpses of that in the first film and the glimpses of that and the handful of cameos and everything else like that. But there is nothing else that we don't get that anymore.
I'm not gonna lie, the first movie, I mean, till this day, I love the first movie and I rewatch it all the time. I get sad when I found out that, like, Killmonger was, like, the actual, like, villain, and you know what I mean? Because you're just like, oh, I didn't want that to be, like, a whole situation of black on black. I thought this was gonna be. But I mean,
even in the comics, Killmonger and T'Challa have a rivalry. You know, Killmonger is not just his appearance in the comics may come off as he's stupid. He's not stupid. He is just as smart as T'Challa. Honestly, he's intelligent.
Right, and you need characters like that in a story to question you. To
the rivalry between the two is one thing, but again, the fascination with Black Death. It's not. I'm not blowing smoke. I'm not trying to make you believe some type of weird conspiracy. I'm telling you what the fuck I'm witnessing. I'm telling you what I'm seeing. I'm telling you what we have been seeing with the conception of this film. Yeah. Even with people coming out talking about this film. The leaks, like they're saying, like everybody's saying in the comments, the leaks are true. But we knew they were true. This is the same fucking leaks from Multiverse of Madness. The same leaks from Thor: Love and Thunder. The same leaks for Quantumania. We know what it is. Marvel knows what it is. The whole bastard child thing that's going to happen, where he's now going to grow up with the T'Challa Jr. And yes, for people that might be asking, yes, I listened to. We're not going to play it. I listened to the interview with with Ryan Coogler, where he was being interviewed and asked. He was talking about how when he first took on the directing Black Panther, that they gave him a trunk full of Black Panther comics, and he read through them all and understood the source material and all this kind of stuff. And he had said, if our movie is different from the comics because T'Challa grows up without it, and that's true. T'Challa does grow up without his father. So what a lot of people are theorizing now is, are you taking that bastard child story and going to do that story for yes, that child's now going to grow up without and go through all the struggles that T'Challa went through in the comics, and make it comic accurate, so you can the recast. If anything, that's going to make me louder. There's no T'Challa Jr. I don't want to see that.
I want to see T'Challa.
I want to see the franchise's main character in his own shit.
And another thing I don't like that they're doing, or at least Namor, he's trying to downplay the real aspect, or like the real culture behind it, but like what they're doing is taking away the main character and trying to replace it with his culture. Like they're trying to make Wakanda the primary aspect of the movie and what we focus on, but they don't want to put the real culture behind or onto the screen or anything. So I just don't see why he's downplaying culture, as if he's not making, or they're not making the whole Black Panther's movie about his culture, about Wakanda, the place where he comes from. So I don't see why it would be anything to get into an interview and downplay it like it's not a real thing, or it's not something that they actually integrate onto
They weren't
screen.
interested in telling T'Challa's story. They weren't interested in recasting. They're more interested in making him an organ donor.
Right.
They're more interested in putting him 6 feet in the ground. And which again is fascinating to me. It's fascinating because, we were just talking about Wanda. You would think she would have died. I mean, we saw that. No, not Wanda. No. You would think from other things, with other characters that we've seen, that these characters would have died. No, every character gets to come back and have their story.
Right.
And it gets passed on.
And
and it just totally throws for anyone who is a Black Panther comic book fan, like, did you ever read the comic where M'Baku was in the flooded streets of Wakanda fighting off, on the side with Queen Ramonda and Shuri? And did you ever see that comic? I fucking didn't. Right. Did you see the comic where Shuri went to the ancestral planes and talked to Killmonger about how to be the Black Panther? Because I sure as fuck didn't. That is where now, not only have you the word I'm trying to say here, made a decision.
Unilaterally.
Yes, made this decision. But this will affect the entirety of the Black Panther story going forward in the MCU. In perpetuity, you have fucked this whole franchise up.
Right.
Because what does Feige always talk about? They're about Secret Wars, and here's everything that happens in Secret Wars, and Secret Invasion, and here's everything happens here, and adapting the comics, and that's why they got the Russos, because they were so heavily invested in what happened in the comics. They know that's what sells. Nothing going forward with Black Panther under that title is what happened in the comics. Don't give me that shit about Shuri being the Black Panther. It's not the same fucking thing.
But you know what? People are, when they bring that up, that's what you were saying when they bring that up. Like, stop telling me. Please stop telling me Chadwick's past. Please stop telling me, it's the multiverse. Please stop telling me that, he's going to show up in another movie without any fucking evidence that he is. Please stop telling me that there's plenty of other black superheroes, or in this, like you just said. Please stop telling me that Shuri becomes Black Panther in the comics, while neglecting that while she was for 12 issues, she was. But she was there with her brother. Don't neglect that fucking fact.
Yeah, she didn't. She wasn't the Black Panther because T'Challa died.
Yeah, like T'Challa was
right.
always there.
Like, don't neglect that fact. Come in here talking about, she was. You obviously don't know the comics. No, you obviously don't know the comics. You must have heard somebody say that shit, and you're repeating that shit.
And for everyone who does say, Shuri becomes the Black Panther in the comics, they never follow that up with anything impactful.
Nothing.
Like that she did or anything.
Just because she donned the mantle,
they just say that because they know
shit.
Or they've seen pictures of her in
That's
the comics.
all it is. They're echoing what somebody said. Just because she donned the mantle doesn't mean anything. T'Challa was the integral central point of the franchise since the 60s.
Yeah.
To today.
I don't think she did anything critical in that suit, if I'm being so honest.
Not only that, no, that was going to be my follow-up point. So, you bring up the Shuri as Black Panther in the comics, right? It was not liked series.
No, it wasn't.
After 12 issues,
but we
it
all
was canned.
We all know that. Fuck if it was liked or not.
Right.
In those 12 issues, she didn't do anything impactful.
Right.
Anything
Right. And not only
like
that,
if she did anything memorable, I would see people saying, "But don't y'all remember in the comics when Shuri became
That was
Black
really
Panther
cool. I
and
wanna
did
see that
this
story."
and
Even
she
when the trailer
did
came
this and
out,
that?"
it's not
Nobody
like-
says that. It's
I didn't
always
see
just
comics
the.
where people were like, "Oh my gosh, Shuri!" Like I didn't see that.
No, you know what
excitement.
happened? Recast T'Challa trended.
Yeah.
Every
exactly.
time Wakanda, even after during the premiere, it trended for like 10 hours.
Exactly.
Man.
Anytime anything with Wakanda comes up, it trends.
I saw a 5-second clip. I didn't know what I was watching when I clicked on it. I saw a 5-second clip of Shuri doing some Black Panther shit.
Off the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And I
talked
was
about
like,
that
you're
one.
telling me, okay, so I can, like, you're telling me that's the same scientist girl who never, not the trained warrior with the pew pew blasters that never left the, you're telling me that's the same fucking, no.
That
It's
was an
not
accident.
I don't even
believable.
give a fuck
I was
about
gonna say,
that.
I went
Honestly.
back and I watched Infinity, right? Infinity and Endgame, and then now going back and watching the trailers of Wakanda Forever, it just doesn't. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense.
No, none of it makes sense. Like I
doesn't
said,
make sense.
I mean, we don't want stereotypes. We don't want replacements. We don't want black trauma in films. We don't need you to teach us how to mourn. We've been there. As the black community, I'm gonna speak for the black community. We don't need you to teach us how to mourn. I don't need to go to a theater for you to tell me how to mourn.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing there.
I
I'm
don't
good in that department.
I don't think I ever really want to go to the movies to mourn, anyways.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Fucking, what do I want to pay $16 to go mourn? I don't.
Yeah, and on top,
Hey,
yeah.
Who want to go watch this movie and mourn? Some real life shit that happened that actually hurt me. Like,
Yeah.
who wants to go mourn it again 2 years
Yeah,
later?
no, I'm not paying $16.
No,
for a ticket,
but like
so.
you know,
Oh, I mean, we did.
I mean, we did. But
I mean, I'm not going to mourn though. I mean,
mean-
that's not why I'm going. Like
Right.
that funeral scene to me, I'm probably. I mean, it's gonna be sad to me. Don't get me wrong, because it's always touching and affecting how Marvel displays their stuff. So I'm sure it's gonna get to me. But at the same time, I'm going for the other hour and a half of that movie.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
I'm
going
not.
just because
I'm not there for the
curious.
funeral. I'm not dressing. I still don't support the thing dressing in white. I think it's boggling.
it's all morbid. It's all morbid.
So,
and
it's
it's a brainwashed type of
that's what
morbid.
Right.
It's just so crazy to me. Like, not to go to that movie. Like, how would you go to that movie and want to do anything else?
Like I said,
Why would you want to go to that movie and go to the funeral and not support the other
One of the biggest
chunk
things for
of the
me
movie?
is,
Like-
I mean, yeah. One of the biggest things is just, again, you say you're honoring Chad. Jesus, this shit is exhausting. You say you're honoring Chad, but you have, again, I'm just sorry, Simone's in attendance. Maybe there was off-screen honoring done. Maybe I didn't see the honor. Maybe I missed that part. Because everybody that came out of
That's
the
the
film...
thing. You didn't
Like,
miss
if
it.
This is
I
my,
mean,
if
we
you're
are.
gonna honor him. Just don't do it in the movie. Don't do it where it's not necessary. They could. And
There's so many things they could have done.
Didn't they do like a? But didn't Disney do like a whole special and like a?
They did that montage, which was beautiful. Then they did the whole, they did the montage. But like I said in the last video, if you want to honor Chadwick, get people that can tell real stories about him. Make that into one of your Disney after shows or whatever the fuck they're called. Disney
Right.
Rewinds, what are they? Whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make them one of those.
What the
You
fuck
want to
are they
honor them? Disney Assembled.
Yeah.
Assemble that shit together.
Yeah.
You want to honor
This
him?
don't make no
Assemble some
sense.
people that can tell some stories, real life stories. And I'm not talking about his life outside of Marvel. If you want to honor him, you can talk about how good of a person he was. Your interactions with him.
I remember
on
one
set.
day when he got to set. and
Yeah,
he was
one day
just-
he got on the set and he was this, or one day he
I
was
remember he
real
was late
killing it on
one
these
day
lines, or
and-
whatever.
Yeah.
You could say anything. You can make that an hour to 2 hour, an hour and a half, however fucking long you feel
A 3-part
is good enough to
special,
honor
I think,
him.
yeah.
But I've said this many times too, and I'm going to continue to say this. We, as a society, bro, we just don't mourn for 2 years. Yes, you're always going to remember that person. Yes, things are going to come up, a sound, a scent, a
Right.
feeling that might remind you of that person and make you mourn. But at what fucking point do you go from mourning to celebrating the actual life of the person?
Yeah.
And I think if you want to celebrate him, you do it in the way that Letitia did when she showed up to the purple carpet. She wore exactly what he wore in 2018. Celebrate him that way. Honor and remember his legacy that way. But to take away something that he himself wanted to see fulfilled, not just with him, whether it was with him or passing the baton. He wanted to see this finished out. You taking him off the screen, you taking the character that he cared about, that he spent time. But again, if you don't know this story, before Chadwick got involved, Wakandans were going to be speaking fucking Britain, speaking like they were from England.
Yeah.
But Chadwick was like, nah, bro, that's not the character. That's not what we're doing here. So you, Ryan Coogler, has said many times, you sat with him. You know what he wanted. You wrote a script out with him. He has said what he wanted.
Yeah.
So if that was the case, you honoring him with some morbid funeral that you took the time to rewrite is weird to me. So there's no way in hell I believe that this is what Chad wanted. For anybody that says this is what Chad wanted, or I don't know what Chad wanted, or I didn't know Chadwick Boseman, I don't have to know Chadwick Boseman to have the receipts. I don't have to know Chadwick Boseman to understand and read through these interviews and things that he has said himself. Before you come into a space, guys, goddamn, before you come into a space and you try to argue your point on that what you're seeing as face value, do your fucking research.
Yep.
Do your research on what is going on.
Yeah.
And the last thing I want to say is it just, all this shows is that, like, it proves the point that feelings should never go into business decisions. Like, never.
There had to be a point where someone had to step outside or be outside of those emotions and be like, I don't think
like, yeah, there should have been someone there
right
that's like,
right now.
Look, guys, I get what y'all are saying. I completely understand how we're all feeling emotionally. Business-wise, no. That's not the move.
That's not the move.
But, hey,
it's just that simple.
But y'all saw how quick they made sure to recast another culturally diverse male role and put him all over every trailer.
That's what I'm saying too.
It's
a Namor film.
It's constant contradiction. I mean, we're getting more of Namor than we ever got of T'Challa.
Namore's always talking about culturally this and culturally that, but you skipped the culture that the franchise is centered around to introduce a new culture that is taking over that. And now I have not seen the film. Right. I don't know how much Talakhan is in the film or whatever, but judging from the trailers, it seems like, and with them releasing that clip of Namor, I guess it's his first time in Wakanda. You're drumming up. You have nothing else to give but Namor.
Yeah.
Right. You have nothing else to give but Namor.
Right, because if we were in that room with Ryan Coogler, and I said, he said what he wanted to do after Chadwick's passing, and I said, okay, what comic are you adapting this from? And I'd wait, and he
with the chest that you got in 2018,
and he might have to it's when Namor came in, and I said, okay, and what comic are you going to tell next? What's next? Which of these
T'Challa Jr.'s next
are you going to tell next? You see what I'm saying, though? It would definitely be one of those, like...
That's what they're doing.
T'Challa Jr.
That's what they're doing. That's what's next.
T'Challa Jr. will be T'Challa.
I
don't know.
I
don't know. It's just, it's very...
So many questions.
This shit will make you mad thinking about it.
That, like, thinking about the
all
film,
these mental
they
gymnastics.
have nothing that they can really surprise us with. Like, I can sit here and think of, like, nothing that they can do that I'm going to be like, damn, I didn't even think of that.
Right. And but, I mean, just thinking about this, though, there's so much from what they've said and what they've done that really gets you thinking, like, the whole time y'all were talking, I was kind of sitting there thinking, like, okay, so the lead black male role died, right? So what do they do? Oh, they find another, non-white male, culturally diverse male, give him all this fucking screen time, right? And then they're good, they check their fucking box. So now we have the women over here, we're going to make sure we check our boxes. It's like, I don't think y'all give a shit at all about accurate representation. You just want to check the boxes of culturally woke people to get enough support behind it that people will make you money. That's all it is. That's all it's ever been.
Pockets. That's all.
And not only that, they're also, if you look at what they're doing with this movie, they're getting a trifecta: empowering women of color, male diverse role, Black Death at the beginning of the fucking movie.
The trope. Yeah.
They're getting all three. They're making so much fucking money.
And there's an LGBTQ relationship.
Yeah.
And there is. They're hitting every single box.
Yep.
not
Yep.
with honest integrity in storytelling, but in checking boxes to get money.
Oh,
And
guys,
then-
we are not on an agenda.
That's what there is no agenda.
There's
Yeah, there is no
agenda,
agenda.
though.
But
There's no
the
checklist.
thing is where does
Let
Ryan
Nate
Coogler
Moore
go
say
from
it.
here? Where's he running from here?
Right.
He doesn't even know.
I thought
Yeah,
he was
I was
going
about to
to
say that.
He
don't
was
know.
asked. He was asked that. So he
I
was
thought
asked,
he
"Do you
was
have
gonna
any
do-
ideas?"
He hoping he took. That's
well, he has no idea unless he's just playing coy on that. He has no idea.
Right, but I'm saying it's been talked about him doing Secret Wars,
He
right?
claims he knows nothing about.
So
that.
he makes these 2 successful films, makes it to where no one can fucking do, you know what I'm saying? And then goes straight to fucking Secret Wars where he can sit all comfy and be like, y'all deal with that shitstorm.
Here's my
Like,
thing too.
come on.
With everybody so hopeful that in Secret Wars we're gonna. I've seen that.
Don't.
There are so many people so hopeful that are just. I mean, like they've sat down with. Now I don't want to sound like a
Coogler touch
hypocrite. I haven't talked to Coogler. I haven't interviewed Coogler. But these same people are coming into this space like they've sat down with Coogler and said, "You're gonna get him in Secret Wars." How the fuck do you know that?
If Coogler touched Secret Wars, ain't no promise we get. If anyone, ain't no promises we get.
There's no
T'Challa
promises
and
that we're
Marvel
getting
again.
T'Challa.
Yeah.
There are no promises. There's nothing that they
Bullshit.
have said that we're getting
It's
T'Challa.
bullshit. Watch him go into Secret Wars and you get 9 fucking T'Challas because all he cares about is fucking money and checking boxes.
True. It's either
I'm
gonna be
sorry.
that or this movie is just gonna be. They're gonna find a way to just round it out and be done.
They said if he does Secret
Yeah.
Wars, Rhodey's next on.
Yeah, but that's not a joke though. That's
It's
honestly
not.
very
That's why I'm
serious.
laughing,
Fucked
though.
up
It's
though,
like-
man.
It's like I just looked at him like, damn.
So we're thinking Ryan Coogler's just walking around with an axe being like, you got some melanin?
I'm telling you,
Bro,
it's
bro,
just
it's
it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, just to kind of, I didn't even really want to go on with Ryan Coogler said, but you know, he said, I will say that M'Baku was in this movie more than he was in the first Black Panther, probably like a 2-to-1 ratio, and probably twice as many scenes as he got in the first one. He's there, but Nate's absolutely right. Nate's never fucking right, and that's that brainwash sucking dick shit because Nate's never right. Then it says, when you lose somebody, there's a blast radius. Okay, yes. Okay, hold on. It's like a bomb goes off, and who was the closest to it? That's who we explored. I'm gonna stop there real quick. It's like a blast radius, and it's like who's ever the closest to it. Yes, but at some point you have to heal from that blast radius, right? You don't continue to go on and shrug about the blast radius and how it affected you and this and this and that. You move on. As human beings, we progress. We move on from whatever situation kept us down. So I understand you were down. I understand you lost your friend, bro. Ain't nobody telling you, oh, you need to forget that. But take that time. Like he said, he almost walked away from directing. If that's what you felt you needed to do, you should have done it.
You should have done it.
Instead of coming back in, not completely healed, and still with open wounds, and then writing a story based off of your feelings.
Yeah.
Because you had an original story. You had what Chadwick wanted. It was focused on T'Challa. You came in and rewrote that based on your feelings. So nobody's telling you to not take your time. Take your time. But when you come in and talk about the blast radius and who was affected and da-da-da-da-da-da, we were affected too. Now, y'all were closest, like he said.
Yeah.
Y'all were closest. So take that time. Take that time and then come back and try to do the film. But it doesn't make sense to me for you to in your feelings, because that's like if I get pissed. You know, my mama used to get mad at me and my brother. And she would tell us, I need to calm down before I whoop y'all's ass. Because if I whoop your ass right now, it might really hurt y'all.
Yeah.
So she took the time before whooping our ass. She took the time to calm down, to let emotions settle, to where sometimes we didn't even get our ass whooping. Sometimes we just got a stern talk to because she came down, she calmed down. So my thing is, with that, if you're too emotional to act in that moment, calm the fuck down and then make a rational decision. But that's a decision that was not made here.
But then that's where it gets even more annoying because it's not just him. It's, you know.
Block
it's-
64 meg.
It's
I already. Oh shit! They're already posting again. All right, I will.
You know, it's like, where was Kevin? Like, where were all these
Block
other
the account.
Where was all these other people who are involved in this movie to be like, okay, this seems like a little much. Everyone's hurt. Let's take a moment and come back to this. Because
Yeah.
everyone lost a great actor. You know, and of course
Putting
people who were
time
closer
out.
to them lost more than just that. But we all lost some. We all lost them.
Yeah.
But again, we didn't lose the character. We didn't lose the story. We didn't lose Wakanda. We just lost the person who just so happened to represent the character.
Yeah. And I agree. I'll read the last thing here from Ryan, and then we'll move. It said the main character, their identities were kind of wrapped up in this man. That's the truth of it. Every day Suri was alive, she had her brother. Suri's still alive because she's fictional, and she still has her brother because he's fictional. So the real actors were wrapped up in Chadwick, yes, but the fictional characters, why, Roy? I'm telling you, man, Vibranium's not real. Wakanda's not a real place. There is no Black Panther. This is news to some. This may be news to Marvel and Ryan and Nate and them too.
Hold on, they didn't eat the fruit in real life?
There's no...
That didn't happen for real?
There is no uncolonized fucking nation of Wakanda.
What?
There's no Black Panther.
That's crazy.
Vibranium doesn't exist. It's not the strongest metal in the world.
What?
I know. Let your feelings out. It's upsetting that this place isn't real. So the idea that he keeps connecting real life with fantasy to me, again, is weird, bro. You're a director. Is it not your job to creatively think? To think outside the box? To go bigger and beyond what is reality?
It is definitely weird, and it is a little concerning at the same time too. Like,
because he's obsessed with Black Death, which is weird because the nigga had both his parents growing up. That's weird.
It's weird.
It's strange.
I'm just saying, now that I know this shit ain't real and doesn't actually exist, whoever
Sorry to
came
culture
up
shock
with,
you.
whoever came up with the story, whatever else they wrote, I'm sure they wrote more story. You should probably just keep telling that because this shit's good.
When Chadwick's funeral happened, was it like
televised? I don't believe. No,
No, I think it was
like
private.
so.
It was a private.
He didn't tell his sickness about anyone. His funeral wasn't public. And nothing about Chadwick's personal life I know was really out there. I didn't know much about the dude. Like I knew he acted. I knew, and I watched interviews and could tell like the person he was from the interviews and what he wanted us to know and stuff.
Right.
But anything he really wanted to keep away from us, I feel like he did. And so why they felt the need to go give the world his funeral, boggling. A lot of this shit's just boggling. Like, the more we sit here and think about it, the more I read comments and get other people's opinions and form my own, or like more around them, and then just the opinions keep growing and we get to learn more, and it's just like we realize more and more how shitty of a decision this kind of is.
No, I feel for his wife too, because it's just like, and just for his family,
just
like
reliving everything.
Did they not have any say in this? Did they not have any
let
in
Nate
this?
Moore. I'm not sorry. Let Ryan Coogler tell it recently here. He did consult with the Boseman family on what they wanted for the film. And I just have a hard time believing that the Boseman family told him, said yes, we
put his
want
funeral on screen.
We want to see.
That
we want to relive Chad's death. Can you do that? Can you properly handle that? Do you need us there for ideas or creative thinking?
Right.
Do you want more real things that actually happen at the funeral to be incorporated into this fictional
Do you
film?
want the last things he said to us so you can make it
Yeah,
the
do
last
you
things
want
he said
that?
to his fictional
Like,
family?
how do you want us to play this game? I don't believe that the Boseman family, Simone or any of them, especially with Derek's comments, sat there and even his niece, Chadwick's niece even said, my uncle would have wanted, the niece, bruh. The niece.
Denise
said that my uncle would have wanted the role recast.
And the
He would
nephew.
have asked the dog. I'm pretty sure the dog would have barked.
Like it's crazy. It's crazy to me. And the last thing that he said here, he said when she lost that, talking about her brother, it makes her very unmoored. The people who you love and leave behind will be unmourned and lost after you're gone. We were exploring all of those things, and it wasn't about gender directly. It was about who would be most affected.
To make money.
And again, I just weird to me that you wanted to make this sad. Let them tell it it's not sad. It's about culture. It's about bringing new beginnings and new this and new
Every
that.
trailer that comes out though, it just
that first one for sure.
They want you to feel sad.
That first one for sure.
We're getting sad on the 1000th stream, yeah.
Like that's
We're getting fucking sad.
So it's just like, yeah, bruh, this is all bullshit to me. Again, Nate Moore opening his mouth is bullshit. Even what Ryan Coogler said, I wasn't even gonna get into it there, but even what he said, bullshit. You know, the interview he did with the dudes from Comic Book, whoever they are, Mike Zero, whoever his name, whatever. Bullshit. It was a bullshit interview. You got like he said, in 2018 he received a chest of comic books of Black Panther for him to read through and comb through. And in all that you read, brother, the best thing you could come up with for Black Panther 2 is to kill the character in every comic you read that they gave you a chest of?
Pretty much.
That's true. Okay,
Okay, hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. This is the last
I'm
thing I'm
done
gonna say.
talking
I
about
just
it
need to
today.
show my ignorance here, because this is a point everyone keeps making, and I don't know what the fuck is Fruitvale Station. I know it's a movie, but what is about it that is so? Because they use that as an example to show his depiction of certain cultural tropes into this movie. What the fuck's the movie about?
I mean, it's just more Black Death that happens. That's the thing.
Black
It's
trauma,
yeah.
pretty much.
But I'm saying, is it like a cultural piece? Is it a fucking?
You can consider it that, honestly.
I'll have to do more research into that one because everyone kind of uses that as an example.
It's
for
one of his best.
but also his signature, what he does with.
Yes,
Black
but
characters.
also his singing, which again is weird because, like I said, it's not like Ryan grew up without his parents. He didn't
Yeah.
grow up in a fatherless household or a motherless
We're
household.
pretty, I mean, fine. I mean, like, he wasn't, like, privileged, of course, but he wasn't
Right.
It's
going through the traumas of what most...
It's all weird.
Probably because it fucking sells.
It's all weird. It's strange. But like I said, that's all that I can give to it.
We froze.
I can't give any more to it today. So that's fine.
Because 1,000 streams.
Woo!
Trey,
Move to over there with.
All right.
I was gonna.
Come on
Do you
over.
want to move that camera in there? Okay. Yeah, I gotta
Hey, you see that?
go help the family out.
so
Yeah. That's just where we are with it. That's where we are. But Trey, I'll let you get to the comments there. You can take that over there with you.
Okay, I'm gonna hit these real quick before I move, just so I can do this. It's gonna be a whole situation. I might even suggest taking 5 so I can get everything plugged in. I mean, it goes on for a very long time in here. We got the sex bots in the chat. Woot woot. Let me see here. Oh my gosh, yeah, y'all are. This is difficult to do. It goes back so far.
I'm sure there's a lot of
That's what I'm
people.
saying, bro. You just gotta pick and choose them.
Right. Let's see here.
Be good at your job.
A lot of opinions.
So, Grace says it doesn't make sense. Why would Suri go to the astral plane and talk to Killmonger? The last time she saw him, he was trying to kill her.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It goes back to what I said about, you remember that Black Panther comic win? No,
Right.
this is off the fucking rails at this point.
Can you take that laptop with you there so that you're in view?
Yeah, okay, I'll get to the comments in 1 second, you guys. Let me.
Bear with me for 1 second, and then we're gonna get to the giveaways, and then give you guys your night back.
I gotta get the charger too.
Just pick the laptop up.
The charger should be fine without it.
Okay.
Go. It's a laptop for a reason.
I'm aware.
Got that big ass boob on it.
Hey. Probably what it looked like too.
So yeah,
Welcome to my space.
you have to
Hey, guys,
put, you have to
I'm on
put
the
that
show.
in the middle.
Hey, hey.
Gotta put this back over here.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see here.
You can do that.
They really went in on this ancestral plane for a minute here, and then this is a good one I saw earlier. So Kenneth McAlpine said, "Pay attention. All the Black Fathers in the MCU are dead. Heimdall, T'Challa, T'Chaka, Falcon's brother-in-law, Monica's dad, presumed but never shown, Killmonger's dad, etc." You're not wrong.
No, you're very right. These are things again that we.
I'll
have
also argue, look at the
said,
runtime.
bruh.
We haven't discussed that in a little bit.
Yeah, no, the
runtime's
runtime. I think
very
Idris
black.
has 14, 15 minutes of screen time in the MCU. Samuel Jackson has like an hour or so. Rhodey.
Anyway, Samuel L. Jackson is only going to be on there.
Yeah, Atkins said I really
Yeah.
question the rewatchability of this film. Agreed.
'Cause I can go back and watch the first one. No
Yeah.
problem. All day, every day.
Yeah, I can watch the first one. I mean, I definitely choose him in Civil War over anything.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right. The
Civil
Brutus
War was
said,
just good.
I'll cry in the comfort of my own home on Disney Plus at best. I feel you there. Let's see here. Jay Will said, hate to remind them Chadwick Boseman isn't a real person in the MCU. They made fictional characters on a real life actor. Yeah, it's true. Gray said this was Chadwick's family's last intimate moment with him. That's not Marvel's place to incorporate into a film and market and present it to an audience for profit. But it's happening.
Here we are.
Raymond 2000 said, I pray he doesn't direct Secret Wars, talking about Ryan Coogler. Salmon MC said, Secret Wars feels kind of immature to me as it is, or premature to me as it is, but if Coogler gets it, that'll assassinate the last of my faint interests. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like Secret Wars isn't something I'm looking forward to with Marvel and how that goes. I am looking forward to it. And I don't know. I mean, because something like Secret Wars, I feel like they are going to tell him how to direct this movie. That's just me. But, well, I mean, we'll see how it goes from there.
I'm just curious how it's going to go, especially. Doesn't Secret Wars start off with T'Challa?
I mean, Time Runs Out opens with T'Challa. It opens with Black Swan's Earth getting ready to collide into our main 616, and T'Challa's the one that sees it. Okay. And he brings the Illuminati together. And
right, but they've already done different things with that. That's like when Thanos first came with the Infinity Gauntlet, it was Silver Surfer. They changed it to Hulk. I mean, that is a small change that I don't mind.
No, it's fine.
But it goes back to the
But he plays bigger roles in Secret Wars outside of the one to sound the alarm.
That's what I thought.
Well, in Battle World, he also puts on the fucking gauntlet.
Yeah, like I said, he wields the gauntlet in Battle World.
But I mean, it's more to I don't mind if you're changing up the story, but not because you killed off a character due to an actor dying.
Yeah.
Going on here, and then Gemini King said that's what Ryan Coogler is good at doing. He did Fruitvale Station, like that perfectly. He's good at making trauma movies. Again, I haven't seen it, but I'm sure y'all would agree with that statement.
Oh yeah. No, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's really good at making trauma movies.
I mean, that's what he does, though. I mean, it's such a weird fascination with Black Death. Especially with these comments that we just read through, the energy I have left today to give to Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler on their decisions, I'm just like, bro, you don't know the character like you say you do. You the chest of stuff you got.
It was for naught.
No, that's like where D. Stizzle says T'Challa and Reed are crucial for that Time Runs Out storyline.
It's crucial because of their. I mean, not even just Time Runs Out. Secret Wars in general. That especially Time Runs Out though. Especially Time Runs Out. But T'Challa's relationship with Reed. That's one of the reasons T'Challa even agreed to hear the Illuminati out when they came to him the first time. Was because Reed is one of his best friends. I mean, hell, it's the first interaction that that Marvel has with Black Panther is through.
Yeah, T'Challa first appeared in
It's
right there.
The Fantastic Four.
That's the legit comic issue.
The first comic issue is here. So you can't... The character has just as much history as Marvel's first family.
Right.
So you can't tell me that this is just something you're erasing. This has been here since the 60s. Fuck you.
You can't sit there and tell me you can't.
Go fuck yourself.
You can't sit there and tell me you can't recast.
So I'll say this because I'm pretty much at the end of a lot of the comments are basically repeating the same thing you're going into here. But I'll jump off this one for my ending statement on this one, man. Eon001 said, wait, freeze. I believe it was him. I saw a comment where they said this whole thing and the way it's been handled just doesn't sit right with them, and I'll go on to that to say I agree entirely. I think that's what's been bothering us this entire time that we've made so many videos about this and had so many open discussions about this, and how many people have jumped on board with us only further cements what I'm getting at here, where it hasn't sat right with us, and that goes into all of the YouTubers that carried this torch before us, alongside us, but the ones even before us. We didn't start this. We didn't start the petition. We're just fans that are pissed off about this situation, and we are going to talk about it. But not only have we vented our frustrations, we found a community that equally agrees. This doesn't make any sense. The way you've handled a beloved character, a character that's a staple to Black culture, a character that was created literally for Black kids to have a character, right? That was further emboldened by the Civil Rights Movement. A black man that every single black man, woman, child can look up to with pride. That's their character. And you're treating it so flippantly, you know? And, this goes into, I give people like E-Man's reviews out there who made the recast T'Challa petition. That, it's just people care about this. People have been voicing this for a long time. Hell, we've had groups come on here of YouTubers that through this we would have never even had the opportunity to. Back of the Bus. If you want to throw out a couple of other names, I know we shout them out all the time.
I mean, yeah, there's so many. There's Theo B. There's Be Real with D Real. There's Chillmonger, Back of the Bus, E-Man. So many recasters out there. And again, that's something I am working on that stream with everyone to where we can do a mass recast stream. But there's so many of them out there.
Right, and what I wanted to lead this into is just we've met a lot of people through this, seen a lot of people having the same opinion, and it's just like, I don't know. The one thing that I know definitely came from this is a lot of you people watching, a lot of our subscribers, a lot of how the support we've gotten from the community to get our voice, to get our message out there, to reach 1,000 people, was through how much this community cares about this one character and the story that is being told. Right. And to me, that's amazing. It is, and it's just frustrating and does not sit right with me the way this has gone. And like we always say, we're recast. This ain't just Wakanda forever. We're recast until there is a recast. Yeah. That doesn't change.
There needs to be a recast. Yeah, there has to be a recast.
That story will not change. It won't. And I guess I'll just go into what I've said before for anyone who wasn't in here before. We greatly, the whole point of this stream being the way it is and the giveaways we're about to be doing is due to us hitting 1,000. It's a big deal. And we really appreciate it. You guys have supported us this entire way. We've made this goal possible, and we'll continue to do new interesting things with you guys. If you've seen, we posted it a couple times in the chat. We can do it again if you'd like. We have a Discord. Please join our Discord. You guys can communicate, keep up to date on new things dropping. You can talk to us in real time. All of us have our individual profiles on there. It's just a super way to stay connected, but also winning giveaways. It's an easy way for us to communicate on how to get these prizes to you. That's one problem we've had. Some people can't get the prize if we can't get a hold of you to figure out how to get this to you.
Right.
We definitely want to get it to you.
We want to get fans in here and get sometimes on segments talking to us live.
Yes, K.2, Brian Gosling. You're damn right. Did not mean to leave K.Dot out. K.Dot does some good recast work for sure.
But yeah, we want to get some people on here occasionally in a segment with your real voice on the show, asking us questions or hitting us with a topic. We're going to be reaching out through that Discord. So definitely jump in there if you have not. Again, you can always support us. We always accept donations via Streamlabs. We are not a monetized page at this point, so that's where we accept that through. And I'm going to say those are the end of our major topics for today on this stream. Now we are going to get into the giveaway.
The giveaways.
We're going to jump here quickly into Marvel Encyclopedia. So we'll play, like I said, we'll probably only do 2 rounds tonight, and we'll save those other ones as we get closer. Like I said, I don't even know if I want to give BP away today. Do I want to give the Legends figures away today or the Funko Pops today?
If you want, I can also create a lottery.
What if we did one of each, one Funko?
We could do that. We could give.
Or do we want to go ahead and give away our Black Adam and then save the rest for our Wakanda Forever premiere?
We could save this for the. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save the Legends figures for the Wakanda. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll have some more. We'll have some more for the Wakanda stream. But so what we'll do is we'll do since we did talk BP, we'll do the BP Marvel Legends figure, and we'll do and it is the comic accurate BP Marvel Legends figure, and then we'll do the Black Panther, or I'm sorry, White Wolf.
Hey, if you want, way we can do this, I can I can do like a lottery spin so it picks the people we're representing if we wanted to maybe have the 2 viewers come on and chat with us while I'm building that. It's up to you on how you want to do it.
Well, audio on the desktop's being weird, so we may not be able to do call-ins like I wanted.
Okay.
It's being weird, so let's see. How are you going to figure out who you guys are representing?
Spin right.
Okay.
Or we can just pick at random. I just don't want to be favorited to.
Yeah, I don't want to favoritize one person.
No, that's fine. And we're gonna, like I said, we'll do 2 rounds of that, and then we'll call it. We'll call it then, and then we'll give some of these other ones away another day. Like I said, I have a Funko of BP, Funko of Namor, and then that other figure is Dr. Fate from Black Adam, just because he was so hoed in Black Adam. You didn't really get to see a lot of him, so grab that one. But these are, like I said, that T'Challa, that BP is the comic accurate Marvel Legends figure.
And hey, if anybody wants to be possibly chosen to win one of these, go on ahead and spam the chat real quick for me. I'm going to start adding people at random to the list of the number wheel, and we will see who each person is representing. We're going to give y'all a couple seconds for that one. Seconds is so quick. I feel like 2 minutes, but still. Let's see here. I can't spell.
It's okay, that's my life.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck y'all up today.
Oh, don't fuck me up today. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, today.
Who else do we got? Can you help me here? Because I'm having to jump back and forth here. So we got Nico Bean.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get a couple more of you guys in here.
Gray.
Gray.
And Nicholas.
Gray, Nicholas, and Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
Again, everybody in here, I know there's a lot of you guys in here. If you want to be entered in on a chance to win our giveaway Funkos, you might want to spam the chat.
Spam, 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 spam.
Because I'm adding random names that I see.
Boom. Boom. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's see here. Brian Gosling. And let me get one more here. We'll do another run for the next one. Let me see here. Nico Bean, are you asking what our names are? Or the names on the list? Alright, so I'm going to, one more second, let's see. What are our names? So our host here is Deshaun.
Darius, if you can call me that. Everybody calls me Darius anyway.
Right. So, I'm trying to help you out here.
I mean, either one, Darius or
It really
Deshaun.
honestly depends on the day. Sometimes you meet Darius, sometimes you meet
Yeah,
Deshaun.
it depends.
really just
My
depends
name
on
is
the day.
Trey, and...
I am Corey.
Alright, Pookie Wood is in it.
Alright, Pookie Wood, come through. I like that name.
And we are officially closing for the first one.
Here we go.
That's all we're doing from here. Alright, so I'm going to spin this wheel. We have Sir Yuri G, Pookie Wood, Brian G, Raymond, Nicholas, Gray, and Nico V. So we're going to spin these, and the first person, let's quick rock, paper, scissors, just on one, on shoot.
Alright,
Bro.
come on.
Okay,
Woo!
your first person
Got
to be you're going to be representing them, so click the wheel.
Clicking the wheel.
You are going to be representing... You're representing Gray.
Gray, I hope I do you proud.
Gray, were you in it? No, you weren't.
Was Gray in the last one?
No, I thought he was, but he wasn't. He was just answering all the questions right.
Yeah, he was. That's why I was like,
Alright,
dang.
and I am going to be representing...
Do us right, Gray. Do
That's
us
probably
right.
loud as fuck. Sorry if that's loud, guys.
Last of my kin, Gemini King, is trying to grow his gaming channel. So if you are here right now and you like gaming channels and that's something you're into, go over to his channel right now and subscribe. Help him out.
All right, so we got who am I representing? How is the last name pronounced? I don't want to butcher this. Give me 1 second, and we're moving on here.
Is it right?
Brian Gosling. Brian Gosling.
Oh, and that's funny because he said this is what I want to see. Who gonna win the giveaway? So it might be you. You might win.
Okay, so it's Gray versus Brian.
Yep.
Gray versus Brian.
All right, Gray.
Brian, I'm gonna try to help you out, bro.
Do us justice. Okay, Gray.
Bro, I fucking freeze though. I'll be real with you. And this is not the only round, so if you were not selected, don't dip out on us.
Yeah, don't dip because we got one more round after this. We're gonna go first to five. Each of you will get once you right behind you. If you reach above your head, there's bells. Grab one of those Yep, there you go. Corey, go the other way. There you go. Ooh. Once you guys grab one of those bells and ding them, you guys, whoever can answer first. So let's say Corey dings the bell and she does not get it right. That question then becomes for 2 points, where Trey can steal and he can get 2 points. Let's say Corey does not, or Trey does get it wrong. It bounces back to Corey for 3 points. After the 3 points, if no one's gotten it right, it just dissolves. We'll move to the next one.
Okay, Greg.
Yeah, because you be asking some of them. It's good you picked 5, because you be like, the character has gray hair and blue eyes.
Hey, man.
Who is it?
Oh my god.
Hey,
who the fuck is it?
Hey, I can't give too much.
Yeah.
But the first one here is he's a charismatic leader, formidable swordsman, horseman in hand-to-hand combat. He is not from Earth, is all I'll say. Only weapons tipped with mistletoe cause him harm. Able to produce and emit light. Possesses superhuman strength, endurance, and longevity. Who is that character?
I need to get rid of this.
No, I need it.
I need to get rid of this
Great.
chat. I can see the chat right now. Hold on, I'm getting off.
I don't.
There, I'm gonna just hang out on our Streamlabs, see if there's donations on there.
It says height 6'4", weight 320, eyes blue, hair brown. First appearance was in Journey into Mystery, number 85 in October 1962.
He said his only weakness is tipped with mistletoe.
Who is the character? And I already see Sir Yuri G coming with the answer.
Oh my god. We should just have them answer them and whoever comes
Exactly.
in first. No, because then someone's gonna eat up that shit and that ain't fair. Fuck! It's not from Earth.
You have 10 seconds.
He's a swordsman.
We're timed now?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
I don't know.
3.
I'm not gonna get it.
I'm
And you
walking
gave us
it
so
in that
much.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, well, the chat came through. Gray, who's representing Gray?
I am.
Well, Gray answered for you. He said it is Balder the Brave, and it is Balder the Brave.
Okay, so let's add that rule to this. So Brian G, I'm representing you. Gray is being represented by Corey here. If y'all throw it in the chat before we can, you get the point. No?
No,
No?
they can't.
Oh, so that wasn't a point?
No, they can't answer for you.
What?
They cannot answer for you.
Alright.
You are representing them.
All right.
Oh. Sorry, Gray.
Let's see.
That one was a hard one. That one was a good one, though.
Let's see. Let's have some fun with it. Olympic level athlete, acrobat, and gymnast, combat specialist, masked, enhanced night vision. Can't say that part. Bullets or other impacts lose power when coming in contact with him. Height 6 foot, weight 200 pounds, eyes brown, hair black. First appearance, can't say that either but I will say his first appearance was in 1966.
Bullets lose power.
Bullets or other impacts lose power.
I feel like we're the worst fucking apps.
We're like the worst. Literally. I'm like.
I freeze up real bad, man. Can you ask me manga facts, anime facts, please?
Let's see.
I should know who this is.
His origin story came out in April 1971, almost 5 years after the first appearance.
I think I'm stuck on the whole bullet situation.
That's the same area I'm at right now. Would he have some sort of a reflective force?
Let's see. Essential stories. Can't say that. Trying to look at things I can say here.
Is the chat screaming at us right now?
The chat is going, but I'm not getting the right answers coming through right now. And I am shocked at everyone. So let me say it again. Olympic level athlete, acrobat and gymnast, combat specialist, mask enhances night vision, gloves expel gases.
You
Can't.
said that first.
I didn't say that. Can't say this one. His costume enables him to land from great heights. His costume also makes bullets and other impacts lose power.
Who does he fight with usually?
His height is 6 foot, weight 200, eyes brown, hair black.
Weight 200.
He, damn, I can't really say that part.
What team's he a part of?
Can you? Yeah, I was like, can you tell us what if he's a part of a team?
Fuck. Now I know how Kellen and Q felt.
I can say he and his wife at one point during a skirmish between the X-Men and the Avengers were on opposite sides. That's all I'm giving you.
Hold on.
He and his wife during a skirmish between the Avengers and the X-Men were on opposite sides.
I've seen your hand move. I'm like, is she gonna press it?
No, I'm like,
Mm.
no, that's not right. That wouldn't make sense.
1966 was the character's first appearance, but his first solo appearance was in 1971,
I'm
April.
So sorry, Gray. I'm just like disappointing you right now.
Has the chat got it yet?
Yes, they have now. It's flowing in.
Man. I feel like once you say the name too, I'm gonna be like, no!
Oh yeah, you guys
I'm
are.
gonna give it. I don't know.
You guys
I
are
don't know.
definitely gonna say no. I can't believe. Anyway,
Wait.
in 5, 4,
You got it,
3,
Trey.
2, 1. Ding 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 ding. It is none other than King T'Challa,
Fuck.
the black,
No!
the Black Panther.
Wow. That is disappointing.
Oh yeah, because fucking Storm. That's.
Yep.
That's
All
not-
right.
Yeah, but see, actually, that threw me off about the gas from the hand.
That's
That
what threw me off.
He's done that though.
Well, sure, but.
I think he did it in there. I want to say he did.
I think his first appearance was 60, and then later.
Did he do it in the MCU? Has he
Wow.
done that in the
No, he
MCU?
has not.
Has he not?
MCU.
No.
But regardless, I'm not basing
Has he
my
not?
knowledge off the MCU. I'm just saying, fucking.
Okay, we'll move on. No one has any points right now. Right now, Gray, you've still got 0, and Brian, you've still got 0.
We're doing great over here, guys.
So let's see. We'll move on to this one here. Come on.
Come on!
Uh,
T'Challa's 200? I believe it.
Yep.
Fucking stat.
antimatter energy manipulation, hypercosmic awareness, superhuman strength, flight, longevity, near invulnerable.
Hyperion?
That is a good guess, but no, not Hyperion. For 2 points. Would you like to answer? Base mobile, height 6'4", weight 230, eyes brown, hair black with gray,
Oh, I have a different.
occupation adventurer.
Read the very beginning again.
Yeah, read the beginning again.
Antimatter energy manipulation, hypercosmic awareness, superhuman strength, flight, longevity, and near invulnerable.
I have like 4 people in my brain right now, and 2 of them I know aren't it, but I want it to be.
Well, the chat has gotten it. The chat's good at this game.
Yeah, apparently.
Does it start with an S?
It does not. And I shouldn't have said that. But it does not.
It's not even my chance to answer right now.
I don't know.
Gray has gotten it. Go ahead.
Adam Warlock?
It is not.
Fuck!
That would be the last. Well, actually, give you one more chance because for 3. Actually, no, yours was for 2. That was for 3. Well, it is Adam Brashear's Blue Marvel.
Oh, fucking course it is.
Of course it was.
I really thought Hyperion when you said nigh indestructible in his cosmic sense.
It's a good guess.
I would have guessed that.
Let's see. The next one here, it says... I'll give you this. He's... I don't want to say that. Nope, I'm not going to say that. He has telepathic abilities and telekinetic abilities. Possesses superhuman strength. His father and mother were on the same team. Occupation, adventurer, former... Okay, former freedom fighter and U.S. government agent. Base mobile, height 6'8", weight 350, eyes blue, hair white. First appearance was in the Uncanny X-Men, number 201. That might have really given it away. And if it didn't, then my lord, you two.
Cable.
It is Cable.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I was like, I had to.
It
you
is-
Said that. I was like, I wonder if it's Cable.
It is Cable. Cable with the...
See,
so
what's
Trey's got
funny
the
is
one.
I almost embarrassed myself on that one, right? Because when you mentioned on the same team, the first thing I thought of was, what is Reed Richards' older brother's name? What is his fucking name? And then when you finally said the Uncanny X-Men, I was like, I'm in the wrong direction.
Yeah, Uncanny. All right, this character, uniform, gave him superhuman strength and durability and enabled flight and provides a protective force field. His powers have not been internalized, and the level of his power is based on the level of confidence instead. He married Megan. She was also on his team. I cannot say the name of his team, but his base, his other world. We'll say that part. He is the ruler of the other world. First appearance, can't say that. It's in the name. Height is 5'11", weight 160, eyes blue, hair blonde.
Fuck. The blonde just nope. Has hair always been blonde?
Yes.
Oh, what you laughing at?
Just them get there. That's funny. D Stizzle got it.
You said he married Megan. His base is another world that he is the ruler. Is it another world or is it? So it's not on Earth.
It's not on Earth.
So it's not Latveria. Oh my
Yeah, guys,
god.
I'm like
Raymond
crazy.
got it.
The suit made the powers.
Jabari Muhammad got it.
And it's based on his interest and on his.
Sir Yuri got it.
It can't be. No.
Gray got it.
Any characters his character's associated?
Let me see. Yeah, he's a part of a core. I'll say that.
I should have given it away.
He is a part of a core. And it's who... okay, uniform gave the superhuman strength and durability, enabled flight, and provides a protective force field. His powers have now been internalized, and the level of his power is based on his level of confidence. We thought that... what's her name? That... Oh, fuck. I can't even think of her name. What's her name? We thought that this is who Peggy was going to be. Peggy Carter. Peggy Carter. In the MCU, the rumor swirled around Peggy Carter to be this person. Well, not to be this person, but to be a part of this core at least.
It's a man, right?
It is a man.
Fuck.
Think back, Multiverse of Madness. What was everyone saying that Peggy Carter, after seeing her, and what if she was going to be joining what core?
I thought she was going to be joining the.
I will give you guys now 10 seconds.
Yeah, I've given up.
Is that it? We're throwing it in?
I'm throwing it in.
It is Captain Britain, Brian Braddock.
I knew it was the captain. I was just like, it's obviously not Captain America.
Captain Britain. Maybe we need to go with some easy ones for y'all.
Yeah, bring it back a little bit.
Seriously, like.
Maybe we
in
need
depth
to go a
knowledge.
little easier. Okay,
What
this
is
is
Greg
this is easy.
Ray crying.
Oh,
Cry
yeah.
laugh. He's laughing. Hey,
Um,
man.
this one
Like I
is
said, Marvel's specific and detailed comic knowledge is not why you brought me on this show. You
Uh-huh.
brought me on this show for my in-depth anime and manga knowledge, so it's challenging.
this
tailored to
one
me.
says superhuman strength, can generate swing lines and blade weapons, able to neutralize one of his enemies' abilities. He's 6'1", 190, green eyes, red hair. The character first appeared in 1991. I can't tell you the issue, that gives it away.
Green eyes, red hair. He has the ability to do what?
To neutralize his
No, not
arch
that. To
enemies.
create-
Oh.
You said to create or
Superhuman
to
strength
energize?
can generate swing lines and blade weapons. Sir Yuri G with the answer.
I'm gonna go for a risk here. Gambit?
You are wrong.
Fuck!
For 2 points.
You said.
He has a parent. He was created from his parent, obviously.
That didn't help at all.
I know it really didn't help. I'm sorry.
What
That
am I
did not help.
He has a parent.
I just
They
heard.
created him.
I literally just heard that
When
back
moms and
after I
dads-
said it. That did not
What am
help.
I supposed to
I'm
do with
sorry.
That part?
That did not help any. The chat has definitely.
Yeah, it's a Gambit.
The chat has
That was
definitely
that was
got
honestly
it.
my answer was Gambit. So I don't know.
Hold on, I'm not done then.
The chat has got it. This is still for 2 points.
It's the he can generate cables and bladed weapons.
Can generate swing lines and bladed weapons.
Hi-ya-ha. I wish this was...
His voice is much higher pitched than his father's. But they both deal with a common enemy.
Hobgoblin? Or like fucking not the Green Goblin's son? Fucking no. Fuck!
No.
You are in the right. I will give you to help y'all because this is for the third 3 points now.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Lord, help this team.
Someone help me, please.
It is in
I'm
that franchise.
struggling.
It is in that franchise? Is it? It is?
It's within that. It's within the that franchise of characters, which you just said.
Okay.
He's in that franchise.
Literally, the only thing my brain is yelling at me right now is Gambit, and if it's not that, then I just don't know.
No, he's in. Hold on.
Okay, maybe I can give some. I mean, these are
It's
really.
the green eyes and the
Green
red
eyes,
hair.
red hair. He's in the Spider-Man universe. He generates cables and blades.
He shared a prison. His host. They have host, and he shared a prison. His father's. He shared a prison with his father's host. His host shared a prison with his father's host. Damn, had to get that out. Shared a jail cell with his father's host.
So that means he's a symbiote. Toxin?
And that is wrong. That was the third one. It is Carnage.
No, hold on a second.
Come
Hold on.
on.
Pause. No, I need to correct that last fact you said then, because I was
What's
thinking
that?
Carnage and then I went down. He didn't share it. Who? His father? He shared a prison cell with it. No, he shared it. He
Cletus
was in
shared a
prison.
cell with Eddie. Eddie is the host of Venom.
Fuck.
Venom is Carnage's father.
You're right.
Oh shit. Okay, you're
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
Damn, bro, that's my.
I
was
know.
thinking Venom. I was like, I don't think it would be Venom.
Because that's immediately I went to Carnage and then was like, wait. Because the way I always.
I'm about to
read it-
pull some Avengers, some like main level Avengers.
Oh my god. Is the chat just talking shit?
Are they?
Yeah, Gray's like, oh my god.
Brian said I can't. Nicholas said, damn. Brian said, damn, Cassidy. I just imagine that's how he said it.
If you would have said a movie about him, I'd have known.
I couldn't. I couldn't say it. Couldn't give
Yeah.
a.
See, y'all think this is easy till you're in the chair.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh.
This one is easy. Scientific genius. Vast knowledge of, can't say that part. Learned from alien. Can I say that?
So what has he said so far? He said super genius.
Super genius, learned from alien ovioids how to physically transfer his consciousness into the body of another person. Armor is actually a battle suit that increases his strength to superhuman levels and contains highly advanced weaponry. He's 6'2", 6'7" in his armor. Weight 2.5. In his armor, he's 4'15". Eyes brown, hair brown.
Iron.
No.
No, his mind is transferred.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Repeat that one more time.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Scientific genius. Learned from alien ovioids how to physically transfer his consciousness into a body, or to the body of another person. Armor is actually a battle suit that increases his strength to superhuman levels and contains his highly advanced weaponry. No, the chat's not getting it right at the moment.
So he jumps bodies?
He can transfer his consciousness into the body of another person using, yeah.
Here's a bad one, but I'm going to try it now.
I say try it. At this point.
Does he have human skin?
He does. Anytime he's outside of his suit, he is a well-respected and known person in the Marvel Universe. Even when he's in the suit, he's fucking respected.
Has the chat got it yet?
No.
It's the transferring of minds for me.
The brother is not black. It's not Deathlock, but he was one that I was going to go with before this character. It's not him, though. This character has battled Mephisto. And won.
Villain or hero?
Depends on the day.
Doom.
Dr. Doom.
Thank you.
Dr. Doom, that gives you 2 points. We'll go with another easy one. Allies to
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm not getting correct information.
Can't say that one. That one is just has too much. That one has too much in it. Can't do that one. One of the most powerful mystical beings in the universe can teleport between dimensions after his size, travel in time, and perform telepathy. Height 6'1", weight unknown, eyes green, hair black. Who is this character?
Repeat that again.
One of the most powerful mystical beings in the universe can teleport between dimensions after his size, alter his size, travel in time, and perform telepathy.
Ant-Man.
No.
No. Ant-Man's not telepathic.
No, but he can.
Alter his size.
Yeah.
Is he got a little melanin in him?
No, because you really never see like a skin tone like that. There is no skin tone.
Okay, any other information? Does the chat know it?
The chat has not gotten it yet. It's not Spectre. Chat's not gotten it yet. This character has a sister.
So,
Okay, so
can go between dimensions.
can alter his eyes. Telepathic. Has a sister.
Oh my god, wait. This might be I'm gonna go with the most obvious, easy answer in the world.
I'd be careful, because the chat just got it. If it's what I was about to say, this is an easy one, Gray. This is easy. Let me give a hint here.
I was about to go with the most obvious thing to see if that was it. He uses magic.
He's in a. Oh,
You said he's mystic, right?
I've come to bargain.
Bargain.
I'm giving you an MCU reference now.
Is it my boy?
I've come to bargain. And then it had to be said again. I've come to bargain. What? Then it was said again. I've come to bargain. What? Who is the character?
I know this is wrong.
Is that useless?
Are you gonna make a guess?
I'm gonna make a guess, but I know it's wrong. I was thinking Doctor Strange, but I know that's not it.
He has conflict with Strange.
Of course he does. It is.
Who was
Fuck, I'm only saying this because there's dimensional travel involved, so I will go. Kang.
Wrong.
Fuck. Who in the fuck is the?
I'm thinking of the first movie of Doctor Strange. Remember, and he goes back and he was talking to what's his face.
What's his face?
What's his face?
He has a sister
And I know he has a sister
that interacts with the dude you just said.
Yes, and I think it's the sister of the girl that comes after the end of the Doctor Strange. I feel like I know who I'm talking about. I just do not know the name. What is his name? Oh my god.
That is time. It's Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Oh!
I've come to bargain. Dormammu, I've come to
Yes.
bargain. Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Yep. Shots
And
fired.
Dormammu kept killing him over and over and over.
Everyone's like, get rid of this girl.
I thought Clea was his sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chat saying Clea's his niece. I thought Clea was his sister.
I thought. Oh, is it his daughter? No.
No, I thought Clea was his sister,
Right,
and
I'm
that's
sorry
what.
that I'm just not as smart as you, okay? Jeez.
Yeah, hearing here.
Man, I'm telling you what, they'll do like 9 guests in the chat, right? They'll do
Oh, no,
9
you're
guesses
right,
in the
you're right.
chat And get one right, and then start
You're
talking
right. She
shit.
is.
Right.
I'm sorry, I got that wrong. She is the niece of
Technically.
Dormammu.
I was on the roll.
She
I was
is
on
the
right
niece
roll
of
there.
Dormammu.
I
My
just
fault.
Did not get the name.
She's the niece. What do you have? 2?
Yeah.
To Z, bro.
Yeah, we're going to 3.
This one's
Yeah,
easy.
right.
This one's easy. This one's easy. Virtually immortal, trained in hand-to-hand combat and has wrestling skills. Excellent archer, wields a practically indestructible weapon.
Hawkeye.
No.
Go through that again.
He's a part of the West Coast Avengers.
Go through that again, then.
Virtually immortal, trained in hand-to-hand combat, and has wrestling skills. Excellent archer, wields a practically indestructible mace. This character has been in a post-credit scene in the MCU.
I need a little bit more.
Has the chat got it?
Yes.
Of fucking course, no, the whole time we're gonna sit here and they're gonna be talking shit. Wait, wields a mace. Nigh immortal?
He's in a post-credit scene, a newly post-credit scene within the MCU. It was the only thing that furthered the mythology of the MCU in that film.
This is gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna say it anyway just because I'm going off the post-credit scene thing. Herc?
It is Hercules.
Thank you.
Oh, good one.
That is
Not guessed
4.
her. I'd have not guessed her. Yep.
It is Hercules for the winning point here. Or you can maybe get 3 and then be right behind him. Let's see. Who do I want to use? Jesus, we're going to keep this light and easy again. Enhanced strength, stamina, longevity, and limited invulnerability. Uses vast skills in sorcery to fly, generate force fields, teleport between dimensions, animate objects, and change his own shape.
I zoned out really hard at the beginning of that. Would you?
Enhanced strength, stamina, longevity, and limited invulnerability. Uses his vast skills in sorcery to fly, generate force fields, teleport between dimensions, animate objects, and change his own shape. 6'4".
Hair and eyes.
Weight 525.
Whoa.
Eyes green. Hair black. First appearance was in Journey into Mystery number 85 in 1962.
Alright, his weight just changed everything about that.
I'm shocked on the weight, honestly.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
But, okay, we'll go with it. Not Brother Voodoo. Sir Yuri G has one of these books at home because he has not missed. Or his knowledge is just vast.
I want your brain.
Nico Bean, got it.
Come on, quit giving me chat. Give me more. Tell me what's going on.
Ant-Man 1991, got it.
So, magic can go between dimensions, can change size.
This character is going to be vastly important moving forward in the Kang saga.
Oh, fuck. Oh. I know who it is.
Who is it? Vastly important moving forward in the Kang saga.
I think I know who it is.
I feel like I know who it is, but I don't know who it is.
Is the... Okay, clarifying question. Is the character going to be different in the MCU than their comic book portrayal? Who the character is as an entire individual change. You know what? I just get a guess
Not
for
really.
2 points. Is it MODOK?
It's not.
Fuck.
So for 3 points here, you can steal, and you can be behind him and possibly give Brian some, or Gray some hope.
I know. Great.
This character is vastly important moving forward in the Kang
Okay, do it one more
saga.
time.
Enhanced strength, stamina, longevity, limited invulnerability. Uses his vast skills in sorcery to fly, generate force fields, teleport between dimensions, animate objects, and change his own shape.
Oh, because 500 is way less than he should weigh.
Yeah, he shouldn't be.
Galactus, please.
Oh,
and
no,
thank
you said 500 way less than he should
Oh.
weigh. No, it's way more than he should weigh.
Well, I just got hyped over nothing.
It's way more than he should
Yeah,
weigh. In my
I-
opinion, I didn't think he
I have no
weighed
idea.
this
I thought
much.
I knew, but no, I don't know.
Who was it?
It's Loki.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I said vastly important in the Kang saga. Who's the most important person right now in the Kang
true.
the Kang
Very
stuff?
true.
Damn, let's just do this. I mean, this one has to, if you guys don't hit him. Nah. That's just like,
Every time I think I have it, you say it again, and I'm like, no, I don't got it.
Once again, Chad, if you hit me with an anime or manga quiz, I'll win every fucking time. I'm just not Yuri G over here. But I'm gonna win it for Brian. We gonna win.
Sorry, Gray.
You gonna get a Black Panther.
okay.
Yeah, we need to switch this up. We have him and me.
Right. I'm like, can I
questions.
just read next time?
Okay, I'll use him. I might use him because that's, nah, we'll use him. Totally ruthless, brilliant, brilliant strategist, excellent hand-to-hand combat, and a marksman. Uses lethal dust. Uses lethal dust of death, which causes a victim's head to resemble, honestly, himself. Height 6'1". Weight 195. Eyes blue. Hair brown. First appearance is in a Captain America comic, number 5. That gives it away. The
Has he
brother's
been
got
in
two.
MCU as well?
He has. The brother's got 2 pages to himself.
Red Skull.
It is Red Skull. And that is 5 points
There you go.
for Brian.
That's the
Brian.
game.
Brian,
Brother, jump in the Discord. So
jump in the Discord so we can get you T'Challa. Dun 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 T'Challa. So we can get you T'Challa. We'll do one more here, one more round, and this is the last round for this one.
Hey, if anybody else who's not, I'm going to read again the list of everybody who is possibly going to be represented on the spin wheel.
Sorry, guys.
If your name is not on, if I do not call your name on this spin wheel, let me know and I will add you to it. So I'm going to take Brian off because he won. Again, get in the Discord, and we will get that prize to you right away. Brian G right here. We're going to hit the trash can button. Alright, so we've got Raymond, Pookie Wood, Sir Yuri G, Nico Bean, Gray, and Nicholas. Let's see here. Alright, are we adding anybody else to the list? Does D Stizzle want to be in it?
Who we got?
You could just rename this stream fucking co-hosts embarrass themselves to Marvel knowledge when put on the spot because social anxiety. Alright, so again, this is between Gray, Nicholas, Raymond, Nico Beans, or Yuri G, and Pookie Wood. Let's double check one more thing. Anybody else want to be in it? Nah. Okay. And Gray, you're still in this, so you could have a chance to win again. I'm going to silence this because it's kind of fucking loud.
I mean, you have your computer up to like an old man. So.
This ain't my computer. Let's be clear.
Sure,
Alright, the
I
first
would say that
spin,
too.
and the winner is... Who will be represented by... Can't see. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Alright, represented by me is... the Pook Man himself.
Okay, Pookie Wood, welcome in. Hopefully Trey can win something for you. Next, who we got?
Who you got?
If he'll ever fucking stop.
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
He's probably like, shit.
Nicholas, you're in it. Nicholas and who was it? Pookie Wood. Pookie Wood and Nicholas. All
And
right.
real fast, everybody in here, just remember, jump in that Discord so you can communicate with us.
Yeah, so we can get you-
Donate,
so we can
it's
get
on our
you-
Streamlabs.
Yeah.
We're just happy y'all are here and appreciate you guys getting us to 1,000. Now let's get on to giving away another awesome fucking prize.
Let's do it to it, baby.
Oh shit! I wasn't trying to do that. What did I just do? Oh.
You killed the fucking
Oh
stream.
no, it's fine. It's good. Okay. Here we go. Woo!
Hey, Nico. Once again, bro. I read mangas all day. All day, every day.
This one is... Character possesses superhuman strength and durability. She can withstand extreme temperatures and her skin is highly resistant to injury. She has a family member in this universe. Let me put it this way. Wanda hexed her in Avengers Disassembled. If you know your Marvel comics. Wanda hexed her in Avengers Disassembled. Sent her on a rampage to distract the other Avengers.
God, it's like literally.
Can you post the Discord link again for Pookie Wood?
Ah, fuck. Maybe.
I might be able to do it, actually.
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm trying to win shit for Pookie Wood. Hold on a sec. So you said, did the chat already get it?
Let me see if the chat has got it.
I'm sure Yuri G's already got it.
Nicholas got it. Sir Yuji got it. Gray got it.
Nicholas is like, come
D Stizzle
on.
got it. Ant-Man got it. Everybody got it.
Is that obvious?
What did I say?
Yeah.
Has a cousin. Wanda hexed her.
You didn't say as a cousin. You said as a sister.
I know I said it has a family member, actually. I didn't mean to say... just didn't even mean to say cousin.
Wanda hexed this person or the cousin?
The character.
The person.
I mean, she hexed the cousin in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
But she hexed this character in the comics.
See, I have
And what are her abilities?
Superhuman strength, durability, can withstand extreme temperatures, and her skin is highly resistant to injury. 6'7", 650 in weight. Eyes green. Can't say the rest. First issue was in February 1990. It was her own issue. I'm trying to find the link here to the
Oh. She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
I don't know what the fuck I was blocked on.
Jennifer
Yeah, I
Walters.
was gonna say that too, and I was like, I don't feel like that's right. But
Jennifer
her name didn't come
Walters.
to mind at all, and then I was like, wait, the Hulk family, Rampage, 600 fucking pounds. Like, I'm stupid. Son of a bitch.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, now this one is truly easy. Like, so easy I shouldn't even do it.
Don't start it like that.
Possesses strength, speed, ability, and quick reflexes. Not saying that part. Also possesses, can't say that. Possesses a heightened that warn. I'm trying to see a way I can word that. Always aware of his surroundings is what I'll say.
One more time.
Possesses strength, speed, ability, quick reflexes.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Woo!
Spider-Man is the first one. So it's 1-1. We need to get the Discord link into him.
Yeah, Gray talking shit before he said Wolverine.
Get the Discord link in, please. I can't find it.
Okay, I guess.
I got you, Nicholas.
Yeah, why not do this one?
Hang on. Don't do anything yet.
Okay.
Boom, that's the
Calm
Discord.
down.
I just posted it for you guys.
Why not do this one?
I'm still literally face to face with the chat. Hold on. Okay.
All right, Nicholas is giving you praise right now. All right, here we go. Has enhanced ability, speed, and strength, plus small claws and a large, sharp can I say that? Okay, large, sharp no, I don't want to say that. As well as a knuckle spike.
I think I did that way too soon. I was going to say Sabretooth.
Yeah, too soon.
Okay.
But she can communicate with exactly what she is. Believe it or not, the bitch has taken down some of the strongest.
Okay, start all over.
Has enhanced ability, speed, and strength, plus small claws and a large, sharp incisors. As well as a knuckle spike.
Squirrel Girl?
Squirrel Girl is correct.
Thank you.
Squirrel Girl
For some
is
reason, I thought Lady
correct.
Deathstroke, and then I was like, oh wait, no.
Squirrel Girl is the right answer.
Now it's 2-1.
Ooh, okay. Another easy one. No, that's so easy, though.
Is it though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who was it?
It's Storm. There's no way for me to accurately, I can't get around.
Still 36 of y'all. There've been like over 35 motherfuckers in here for 3 hours. Look at y'all go.
This one says was a skilled swords fighter and combat expert with all bladed weapons. Usually carried a set of throwing knives as well as his sword. A superb athlete, excelled in unarmed combat. This character has also already been in the MCU.
Is it expert? Repeat. Can you do it one more time?
Was a skilled swords fighter and combat.
Skilled sword fighter?
Mm-hmm. Expert in all bladed weapons, usually carried a set of throwing knives as well as his sword. A superb athlete, excelled in unarmed combat. Gray got it.
Did he have his own series?
Nope, but he was in one. He was in one, and this series took place around the holidays. Not our holidays, but the holidays within the MCU.
Yeah, his sword ain't the only thing he uses.
Who is it?
Wait, fuck. No, because you said he doesn't have his own series. Is a master swordsman.
The sword is throwing me off. For some reason.
Does he have any other powers?
Nope. He's just a master swordsman.
Ooh.
No.
It's not one of the Guardians.
You have 10 seconds.
It's a
8,
man.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bing, bing. The swordsman.
Fuck!
The swordsman. He was in
was he in?
Hawkeye.
Oh, fuck
Oh, he
yeah.
sure was.
He was in Hawkeye.
Was. And you said holidays, and I thought Hawkeye, but then you were
Hawkeye.
like, not our holidays, and that's what
No,
threw me
all I
off.
thought was Hawkeye or Guardians, but if y'all
But
remember
that's what
correctly,
threw me off.
I didn't fucking finish Hawkeye because
What?
that LARP scene sucked.
Yeah, Hawkeye. This one, possibly one of the strongest beings in existence. Master of... he's a master strategist, effectively immortal. Synthesizes cosmic energy for many uses, including firing energy blast out his eyes.
Galactus.
No.
Fuck!
For 2 points. This character has already been in the MCU. This character is not done in the MCU. This character has connections to one of the major films of Phase 4. Height 6'7", weight 985 pounds, eyes red.
What is his name? Oh my gosh.
First appearance was in Iron Man number 55 in 1973. Occupation, a conqueror. Base.
Yeah, am I allowed to tap again?
Not until she answers. She has to answer.
Because I figured it out.
No, it is not any of those names yet, chat.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe I haven't figured it out then.
Okay, one more time for the good time.
One of the strongest beings in existence, master strategist, effectively immortal, synthesizes cosmic energy for many uses, including firing energy blasts from his eyes. Not Kang the Conqueror. But this character is a conqueror.
And he's already been introduced to the MCU.
Oh yeah.
It was in a series, right?
No. Movies. Plural.
Movies. Plural, you said?
Movies. Plural. Not Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock ain't been in a movie.
Sir Yuri G is the first to get it.
I feel like it's someone in X-Men.
No.
I have an idea, but I gotta wait.
I don't have an idea.
So you can steal for 2?
Ego?
No.
Fuck!
You can steal for 3 now. He has an obsession with a certain cosmic entity.
Oh, let me know when I can go again. That just did it for me.
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea.
Thanos?
It is Thanos.
Thank you.
Ah.
His obsession with death, everyone. His obsession with death.
That makes sense. I didn't know he shot things out of his eyes.
Did everyone already know that?
In the comics.
And I'm coming in here
Oh.
trying to be like...
I did not know he shoot things out of his eyeballs. That was fun.
Okay, cool. Everyone kind of got it at the same time. Like, yeah. All you had to tell me is you love death. That's why he hates Deadpool so much. Because Deadpool literally fucks death. No joke.
No.
Let's see. This character,
Wait, how many points was that?
that was, well, for you only 2. So that gives you 3. To her, what, 1? Do you have 1 or 2?
I have one.
Okay.
Alright.
Possesses super...
I had 2, but going into that one.
You have 3 now.
So I got 1 point for that last one?
Did you have 2 going into
I had
that?
2 going in.
Oh, you've got 4.
Right?
I think so, yeah.
Then you've got 4.
Alright, chat, correct us if we're wrong.
I think you did have 2.
'cause I
Yeah.
made my,
So now you've got 4. Superhuman strength, speed, and ability. His hands and feet can adhere to most surfaces. Can project a substance from his costume.
Are you gonna do the same character again? Is that allowed? Is that what you're doing here?
Ah, is this character similar to you?
Oh, to someone that was already answered. Yeah.
Well, then you should know the answer.
Man, I'm gonna need you to read that again.
You're gonna make me feel really stupid.
Possesses.
Oh, it could be one of the two, motherfucker. Venom.
It is Venom.
Thank you. You tried to trick me with the Peter Parker, and I was like, you wouldn't do it again, right?
It is Venom. And that is 5,
so,
isn't it?
Real fast, this whole time I thought I was touching your foot. I've been touching this fucking log.
I know, I thought it was you.
And I've been playing fucking footsie this whole time.
I'm so sorry, bro.
And it's a damn log.
There is a lot more characters that we are going to touch on in this book because, like I said, this book is deep.
Yeah, you need to play some of these. You see
I
how
will
easy
play.
it isn't.
I will play. I'll play the next time.
Next time I'm definitely reading.
I'll play the next time. But that goes to Brian, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Pookie Wood.
That was Pookie.
Pookie Wood, get with us. You have one white wolf.
Brian
a white
G got
wolf.
one, and Pookie Wood, we posted the link to the Discord in the chat already. I will post it real fast one more time so you can't miss it.
Those are yours. And guys, we are going to get some more comic accurate figures in here so you guys can. I don't unless you guys like the actor looking figures. I hate those. Like Brie Larson's and
like those.
Benedict Cumberbatch's. I don't like those. And the one with Tom Holland looks too much like him. It's really weird.
Hey, I expect some love from Brian and Pookie Wood. I got y'all, you know.
So yeah, guys, those are yours. So get with us in the Discord so we can get those sent to you guys. Like I said, we appreciate everybody being here on this 1,000 stream. This was a fun 1,000 stream. We had some topics there. Like I said, we got to do games with you guys. Tomorrow we should be back, and it will probably be we'll be live again, but not everybody will probably be in studio. May not be everyone's face either. Don't know who's all going to be there, but like I said, we are going to be streaming Monday through Friday now for you guys when technology wants to work correctly. We are going to be streaming with you guys, so we'll be back here with you guys tomorrow on Monday with more topics and more time to spend. Yeah. Tomorrow is Halloween. I say that, but I might be wrong. It depends. We should be live tomorrow. I don't know, but we'll if we are, you'll see it. You'll see the. If not, then we'll for sure be live on Tuesday. But for sure, possibly tomorrow. But like I said, we appreciate you guys being here. This was super fun. We appreciate you guys even showing up, even though it was later than what we normally do.
Yeah,
5 hours later than what
Thank
we
you.
normally do. Yeah.
And then stayed with us for another 5 hours.
Yeah, and then sat with us for all this time. So we appreciate you guys. This has been fun. It's always dope interacting with you guys and seeing and having fun with. I don't really consider you guys just subscribers. You guys are honestly, like I said, friends. This is something I don't get to have these conversations outside of YouTube unless I'm talking to somebody in this room.
Right.
I don't have friends that are into everything that I'm into like this. So it's fun to come in here and talk with you guys. So shout out to Kenny Pierce. Happy Halloween to you. We appreciate everybody. Gray, thank you for that, bro. J.O. Wolf, thank you. We appreciate you guys, everybody being here.
Hey, all these names he's listed.
Pookie
if I
Wood.
can jump in real fast.
Go ahead.
We said it before, you know, when this channel hits 100,000 subscribers, 10, 100, so on and so forth, don't think we won't forget the people that have been grinding with us out this first 1,000. Like he said, y'all not just subscribers to us. Like, it means a lot. Especially that's why we're trying to get y'all in the Discord so we can chat, so we can fucking do more giveaways like this. Get you guys in person, in voice on the show with us, asking us some questions.
Yes, apologize for the not being able to do call-ins today. Like I said, the audio for the desktop's just being weird. That's why you guys couldn't hear the video with Henry Cavill, or I couldn't play the audio with Simone. It's being weird, so I'll have to go in there, or I'll have to have Henry go in there and fix that stuff. So,
but regardless, it's just cool seeing that you guys have been rocking with us. Like I said, the first time we got a London's call in. The first time, really cool. That's not something we're gonna.
Isn't Major from France?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's like we really appreciate you guys. It's nothing but love, and it's always fun with you guys. So
thank you guys for being here. Pookie Wood and Brian, right? Brian and Pookie Wood,
Yeah.
get with us in the Discord. We'll get you this sent to you guys.
So
Jairus,
sorry, Nicholas and
Jairus, we're sending yours with theirs. We didn't want to send it separate because it's that costs. So we're gonna send yours with theirs and to your address too. I know Q has that. So appreciate you guys. We're going to head out and get on with our Sunday nights, and we're gonna let you guys get on with your Sunday night. And like I said, as always, it's a fun time. We appreciate you guys being here, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Yes.
1,000.
And I still can't.
You didn't even try to fucking do. You didn't even announce it.
What?
That you couldn't do it. You're gonna say, "Oh, watch, I'll do it this time."
Well,
And
I
if you don't do
tried.
it, that's our official sign off.
I tried.
our official
I
sign-off.
tried. Okay, I'm gonna get it right this
no,
time.
there's
So
gonna
here
be
we go.
one video you do get it right, and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck this whole channel," and I'm leaving. Like, you have to get it wrong.
I'm gonna
every
try to
time.
get it right again. Okay. So as always, thank you guys for being here. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we will see you guys in the next video. Fuck, I did it. I fucking did it.